What's up, everybody? Welcome to Flagrant 2. It's your boy Schulz here with Akaash Singh, AlexxMedia and Mark Gagnon. We even got Taylor in the building today. Thanks for coming to work late and high, you fuck. How you gonna be late and high?
This is what
you
happened.
came 30 minutes late and just told us before we started that you're high.
She was getting high for 30 minutes.
No,
you had to give her that.
Yo, that's another good point. You had time to get high.
No.
Didn't you have time to get on Martin Luther King's birthday?
Wow.
You were late.
It's not his birthday.
Wow,
today.
is that why you were late, Taylor? You had a dream? You were sleeping in?
Yeah.
That's what happened?
You're dreaming for sure.
You had a REM cycle?
That's fucked up that you're gonna dream the same day Martin Luther King was born, bro.
Yeah. On his birthday.
Come on, yo. He fought for the right.
Uh-huh.
To do what?
Work together. What was it exactly?
It was my mistake, though.
No shit. It wasn't
No,
mine.
no.
How dare I start the podcast on time? How dare I do that? I apologize, Taylor, for not knowing you were gonna have weed butter and not know how to find parking because you were high. Where'd you park?
No, don't do that.
No, don't do that. Don't make it about the parking. Don't give it a valid excuse.
Yeah, her car's got the blinkers on in the middle of the street right now. No
That's
question.
what I'm worried about.
No question.
I think your car is gone. Guaranteed your car is getting towed.
it's not.
Guaranteed,
No,
yeah.
it's not. So
It is. It is, Taylor. You what?
I switched to butter by accident. So when I made my breakfast today, I made it with the wheat butter instead of...
Oh, that's such a lie. I'm not iHeart.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't gotta tell me that shit. This ain't the Black Effect Network. It's Flagrant too. Be flagrant about it.
Yeah.
You took the butter. You know the difference between the butter that's in the fucking jar and the one that you put in the bullshit you put it in.
No, but look.
You pointed at me? Yo, this girl's wild,
Yeah, she's
bro.
crazy. She's
That's a wild ass girl.
Bro, High Taylor's crazy.
Dude, she takes one trip to the Capitol and then totally changes everything. We saw you. You were one of the black people storming the Capitol.
If I was, I was looking for the stimulus check. That's all.
Yo, that's why the black people should have said they were there. I didn't get my 600.
And you know what? In the black community, like, I can see that. I can see that why they went there. Like, no one else will see. Like, no, you guys still shouldn't have went. They'll understand if it comes to the stimulus check.
Can I say something about storming the Capitol?
Yeah. Shit was fun.
That shit was exhilarating. No. This is my thing about the storm of the Capitol. And I might have already said this, but I'm not sure.
You do a lot of podcasts. What
We
can
do
you
a lot of podcasts. Those people that did it are absolute fucking idiots. I don't want insurrection in America. I don't want this to happen. I don't want a coup.
Correct.
You know, I don't want any of that to happen.
Correct.
Okay? But I also kind of hate every one of those senators.
Yo, it is
so
good.
I'm like, I do like the fact that they felt terrified and had to run into their bunkers, little pussies.
Yeah, that's the one thing I thought is at least they're not trying to hurt human beings and they're only hurting politicians. That's all right. Like,
You're
that's
going after the lizards.
silver lining.
Yeah, you went after the lizards.
Yeah, you an exterminator.
I'm just saying there's a little part of me that like relishes in the fact that, you know, Mitch McConnell and Nancy
Cowering under his
Pelosi
desk.
and Chuck Schumer are all terrified and hobbling their old knees through the fucking halls trying to find safety.
Yeah.
There's a little part of me that's excited about that. What does that say about me? Am I an asshole?
Politicians.
I don't want to become the I hate all politicians guys, but there's certain ones that gotta go. And all the ones we have now are those certain ones. Literally all of them gotta go.
I don't want to.
I don't want to be the I hate all politicians
go.
guy. I just sip water. I was like, I ain't even gonna. I'm that guy.
Yo, but certain ones gotta go though, right?
Yeah.
Like, yo, I'll be honest with you. When we out in New York, bro, when we down there in Florida,
At Mar-a-Lago?
Oh,
when we down there in Florida, Mar-a-Lago
That's
or
where we're going.
FC's house.
Yeah, we're going to FC's house.
When we down there in Florida, if we're down there in Florida, it's if. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No confirmations just made just yet, but it's if. We're down there in Florida. I think one of Mark's buddies said it best, bro.
Oh, no.
In DeSantis, we trust.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wow. Bro,
My man just said people gotta die sometimes, bro.
Yeah, I texted my buddies from back home. I was like, yo, how's Florida? He just said, DeSantis, we trust. That was it. Everything's busted open.
Son,
Uh-huh.
come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Oh, they busted open and we finna get a little thotty.
Bro, we
in
gonna
Miami.
get thotty out there in Miami. If we go to Miami, we're gonna get super thotty out there. I'm not having brunch with a scarf on anymore. I had brunch with a scarf wrapped over my mouth, and I would take it down to eat and then put it back up.
Fucking Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Fucking Scorpion.
Scorpion.
It was a
That shit-
scorpion that had that
Yeah.
shit.
Get over here.
He was
that
ready for it.
Nah,
but
you was Sub-Zero
it's
in
more
that
like
bitch.
stay away from me.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But damn. No, Taylor.
No.
Not yet. When we're 30 minutes in. Then you can start talking.
What about the Capitol?
No, we're gonna get back to the Capitol. My point is,
You like to know that the politicians are a little bit like on edge.
I want you to feel on edge. The rest of the country's feeling on edge.
should.
The rest of the country feels anxiety. The rest of the country is like, I don't know if we're gonna be able to live next month. I don't know if my business is gonna be done. I don't know if I'm gonna die from corona. I don't know if I'll ever get a vaccine. I've been trying to get my parents who are over 65 a vaccine.
It's so hard.
Have you tried to get your folks a vaccine?
Go to Texas. I told you this. Go to
People are
Texas.
flying to Florida to get the vaccine.
Can
Florida,
you do that?
Florida lets non-residents get it.
I don't
You just
understand-
got to go to Florida and risk getting it before the vaccine. Then
son,
it takes 10 days for the shit to
why
like
is
take
everyone
effect.
shitting on
I
Florida,
love Florida.
bro?
We've been talking all this shit about Florida. Got the craziest people. They just want to heal the old.
Yeah.
That's all that Florida's the craziest state in the world. They just want to vaccinate people.
Red
How
states are
crazy is
killing
that?
it right now, yo. Red states are
First of all,
killing
two
it.
red states are killing it.
Yeah, 2 red states.
But all the red states are going, yeah, that's us. It's like when somebody takes credit
It's my
for
red
like,
state and it's his red
Yeah, it's
state.
a group
though.
project. They're in a group project right now.
But that's the same shit like when like you take credit for like when a black person takes credit for like what LeBron does.
Yeah.
Like LeBron will do something, black be like, black excellence.
Yeah, that's our culture, bro.
LeBron excellence.
That's
right?
what I
That's
do.
black excellence, son. That's black excellence, son.
But white people, we never do that shit.
Martin
without-
Luther King, I did that.
That's my
did that.
people, bro. We got so
Did
much
that.
soul. I gotta start doing that
So
shit.
we was out there.
You gotta. Somebody gotta carry that torch for white people and
They
not
do
a
that
tiki
for
torch.
Trump. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Don't they do that for Trump? Like, doesn't Trump speak for all white people?
No.
No, as in like for the Trump supporters, don't they be like, oh, that's my people?
Yeah,
Like,
but I don't think that they take credit for the act based on some sort of like genetic lottery.
But we don't look at the iPhone and go, yo, we did that shit.
Well,
bro.
because we're not Asian. But if they might
Yeah,
go,
that was
maybe
a
they
weird
do.
What are you talking about? Steve Jobs made the iPhone.
Yeah,
That's
but-
us,
he
bro.
though?
We did that shit.
Did he though?
We did that. The
Did
first one, he
though?
made it in his
Like,
garage.
look. I know some white guy made this, but did they though? You know, I'm pretty sure an Asian put this shit together, bro, and they killed it. Yo, Asians, keep it up, bro. Y'all be murdering
They're
the
the
whole
nicest,
world
yo.
with your viruses.
That was good.
Don't write a blog about me. Anyway, so I don't think that that's that bad a situation. Like to feel so much animosity towards these politicians.
They
man.
should
Like,
be on edge. That's when everybody's work performance is the best. You worried about getting fired all the time.
yeah,
We ain't gonna vote, but we'll kill you.
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
Yo, hey, you could get overthrown at any moment now. You better
Yo.
get your shit together.
Let me ask you a question, okay? If and again, I don't want to harp on this more, but I'm just so infuriated by just the job that's been done, right? If you worked at a packaging plant, right? And your job was to make sure that there are enough boxes to put the packages in,
Right.
okay? You get told by your boss, in 8 months, we're probably going to have a lot of packages to send.
Right.
Make sure that there are enough boxes for all those packages. You have 8 months to prepare for that moment, okay? And you go, I got this. That's my job. It's my responsibility to prepare for this.
Yeah. You
Okay.
don't worry about anything. I'll take care of everything.
Exactly. And you go on TV every single day and you're like, I'm in control of this. I take responsibility. I take accountability. If you said that every single day for 8 months and then 8 months came around and you didn't get any more boxes to put those packages in,
I fucked up.
would you get fired?
At least.
Bare minimum fired.
At least.
Politics is the only job where you could fuck up over and over and over again and not lose your job.
You give yourself a raise.
You can
vote
give
on your
yourself
own
a raise. It's unbelievable.
Yo.
I'm looking at Cuomo going on TV every single day, yapping his stupid fat fucking mug, talking about
I
what
hate
he's
this
gonna do.
motherfucker, yo.
I really, in the beginning, I kind of liked him because I liked it a little like alpha Italian energy.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you want to whip the country into shape? I need a guy who's gonna fucking gabagool every once in a while. It's
yeah.
gonna be fun. And the fact that he's been yapping for 8 months about accountability, this, that, the other, I think we got more corona than any other place in the country.
No, I thought LA,
More than Florida?
LA maxed it out.
Yeah, I think LA's
Maybe LA's top. The other fucking cuck out there in Florida.
Fuck that
right?
guy the
single,
most.
Single guy, 50, no kids.
Gavin Newsom?
Hanging out in Pelosi's district a little bit, Gavin.
Oh, shit.
Point is, it drives me fucking crazy. Pelosi's district of San Francisco for all of y'all.
That was nice. That was
You know what I'm
nice.
saying? It is what it is. We will explain it a little bit. Point is, I'm infuriated by these guys that have acted as if they're somewhat presidential during this time for faking to care about the people and doing nothing in the 8 months that they had the opportunity to prepare for this second wave that they told us about. When you have these people down south, Florida, who's the governor of is it Perry or something like that of Texas?
I can't remember.
Wheelchair motherfucker. That's all.
Yeah, what doesn't matter. Point is, you have DeSantis, you have Perry, you have these guys.
Greg Abbott.
Greg Abbott.
Abbott,
Oh, you're
Abbott, right. So DeSantis and Abbott, right? Nobody's talking about them as potential presidential nominees, right?
Yep.
Nobody's even entering them in the discussion. Yet the entire country who can afford to do it, and it's not everybody who can afford it, it's a luxury to be able to move in any time in your life, especially during a pandemic, but the entire country that can move is moving to those states. The people in those states are happy. The rest of the country that can is gravitating to those states. How the fuck are we considering Newsom and Cuomo, who people are fleeing their fucking states and everybody in the states are absolutely furious with them? How are we even considering them as presidential
Using
nominees?
your box analogy, I fucked up all the boxes, and you're like, you know what? You might get promoted. That's what we're talking about.
Unbelievable.
Presidential?
Cuomo won an Emmy
For what?
What?
for his.
You talking about Chris Cuomo?
Nah, Andrew Cuomo. Andrew Cuomo received International Emmy for masterful COVID-19 briefing.
That's not even an award.
No, he deserves it. He deserves it because if you could give a masterful briefing while doing absolutely nothing and convince people that you were doing something,
That's a
you
good
deserve
actor.
an Emmy.
That's true. That's
that
good
guy
acting.
deserves it. That's
That's
acting.
acting.
It's
You're
an
right.
acting
That's what
award.
politics
Fauci
is,
won
though.
that too.
What's that?
Didn't Fauci win an award like that too?
Everybody's getting an Emmy. I don't want an Emmy anymore. Hey, Emmy committee.
Wait,
I don't
wait,
want
wait,
an Emmy.
Wait.
Al wants his Emmy.
Shit.
But that's just politics, though. I think we just learned that, like, the name of the game is just whoever can make people feel the comfiest, even if you're doing nothing.
Yo,
Well,
you know where I feel comfy? Florida, Texas.
I'm
Where
just
the
saying.
fuck I want to eat?
I'm starting to get furious.
Have you heard your friends back in Texas?
I'm furious right now. I'm absolutely furious.
I can
But
see
Schulz,
it.
you gotta give a shout out though to like
Don't say it.
no.
To whom?
To whom?
To whom?
Hit that N. Hit that M.
To whom?
Hit that
I
M.
want to give a shout out to like what has happened with like politics and everything. Now I learned some new words. I didn't know what a coup was and shit.
Yeah. That's a good point.
But for real, have you heard any of these
Shout
words
out to the
before?
rioters, according to
Yo.
Taylor. Taylor's saying it. Shout out to the rioters.
Yo, for real.
Helping her
So
learn.
now, how do you feel about the coup?
What is it again?
Oh my god.
Yo, come
I
on, Taylor's
forgot
so
what it
high,
was,
bro.
though.
Go back to your butter.
What
son.
was it?
I just
What is it?
learned.
Like, what's
What
the
is a
definition
coup?
of- Yeah.
It's just when people try to take over the government, take
I thought
over the
that
country.
was insurrect, or I guess
Yeah,
that's the
they're the
act
same
of it.
thing.
It's
It's the English language. There's like all these words that mean the same shit.
Yeah.
Like woman and slut.
I might be high, but I still got some.
I'm just joking, guys. It's just jokes. They're just comedic joking things, right?
Hey, I got you, dog. I laughed immediately.
You did.
I didn't.
You didn't even hesitate at all.
No, because I think it's real. No, I'm kidding.
No, but in all seriousness, we have every right to be incredibly frustrated, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's my feeling. It's like we are incredibly frustrated by these people, and there's nothing more infuriating than being incredibly angry at someone that other people are exalting. Like that's how like my girls got to feel like when we're fighting, but we put out a new clip that's fire.
All the comments are like, man, you're the best.
Yeah, she's just looking through these comments like, y'all don't know shit.
Yeah,
like,
he never
it's
cleans
doodle
anything.
stains.
Yeah.
Like, but for real, like it makes you that much more pissed off. Like if
Yeah.
everybody was shitting on Cuomo as they should,
Yeah.
right? If everybody's just trashing him, then I'd be fine with it. I'd be like, okay, he's getting what he's supposed to get.
When he's getting Emmys?
Motherfucker getting Emmys. Some people think he's handling it brilliant. Thank you for your briefings. Stop briefing me. Do something. It's too much brief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too much briefs.
Not brief enough, honestly.
Make it more brief and do more do.
Yeah.
Get some fucking some beds out there, some COVID beds.
Yeah.
The
I
fact
can't
that-
believe y'all can't eat. New Jersey's still 25%
Son, right
capacity.
across the fucking river, you can go eat indoors in New Jersey. Florida, you can get the COVID shit. I got to send my parents up to Binghamton, New York
Jesus.
to go get the vaccine in April.
Whoa.
Nothing's available until April. I had to go through 5 different sites. When I say my girlfriend did all of this. Okay? I went through five different fucking sites. You're putting it all to everybody's like, oh no, there's no way you can't do it. It's unbelievable. You had 8 months to organize this. You knew we were going to get a vaccine eventually.
And you did nothing to prepare.
nothing but brief.
You talk about, $2,000 stimulus check. That's cool. But why don't you just let them keep their business open and prepare so they can keep their business open? $2,000 check one time ain't shit
Yo.
when you got to pay New York rent. That's a week.
That's
max.
a great ass point, bro.
That's a week, and
Yo.
you've been locking them down for months.
Should we coup?
Yeah.
Should we coup but different?
Yeah.
Should we do like
Yeah.
a business coup where
Ooh.
all of us open up the businesses at the same time.
That shit
Every
is lit.
restaurant does it.
That shit is
They
lit.
can't shut down every single restaurant. They can't stop us all. What is that?
Yeah.
Somebody said that.
Yeah, where we go one, we go all. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. One of those. But point is like, should we do this? Should we organize that? Like, fuck storming the Capitol. Just open up the businesses.
Yeah.
Well, there's that
That's
one
a
dude.
boycott.
One
That's
guy
a protest.
got arrested for that.
Talking about Martin Luther King, bro.
Yeah, but one guy in Staten Island like opened up his like Italian restaurant, got arrested.
Yeah, because there wasn't enough people doing it.
Everybody
Everybody
got to do it.
We got to organize
Oh
it.
yeah, that's true. They can't get all of us. They can't get a few of us though.
They can get a few of us. Some of y'all got to be the front line.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Some of us got to move to Miami
Yeah.
so the rest of y'all can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We might be the front line of that.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Hey, from a distance, you know what I mean? We help him from a distance.
Yeah.
Safe distance.
Yeah.
What should we just do it? I think we should just bust it open. Fuck it. Everything open. Apparently, I was talking to Emilio from New York Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Emilio told me like the Pool Hall Association in New York. I guess there's an association for pool halls because you need a fucking association for everything. So stupid. Why do I need permission to have a pool table?
That's wild. New York,
A
yo.
pool table? Oh shit! Did he actually mean the real like pools? Like
Yeah, he might mean a pool.
he might be mean actual pools.
like a public swimming pool.
Oh fuck! I gotta look that up. I thought it was like pools.
Yeah, yeah. I think a pool hall is like a public
Oh
swimming pool.
fuck! Well, it doesn't matter. They sued the state, and then they got the right to open.
That's what everybody got to do.
But
Open
here's the
it
thing:
up,
they got the money.
lawsuits.
They got the money to do it. Not every mom and pop shop has the money to like sue New York State.
How does the pool association have the money?
There's a lot of pools.
And
man.
also, in order to have a pool, you got to be pretty wealthy. Pools are fire. Matter of fact, in Miami, a lot of houses have pools.
Yeah, almost all of them. You know what I
Think
mean?
about Miami.
Yeah,
Another
there's
really cool
just
thing.
lakes everywhere. You know,
Lakes everywhere. That's-
Austin
that's-
got lakes.
the
yo.
ground has
Why
pools,
ain't like
but-
Austin don't got lakes?
No, Austin got lakes. It does. But it's also a little bit colder.
No
little
canals.
Nah, it's like 50
little bit.
degrees out there, bro. You're in a parka.
He's still trying.
I don't want to
In
wear
a
a
parka?
I don't want to wear a
In
parka
50, you ain't wearing no parka.
Son, I wanna have-
didn't know what a parka was until I
until
moved
New
here.
York, but
Yeah.
that you've never been to Austin.
Austin warmer than Dallas.
That's actually not true.
I'd made it up.
I know.
I made it up when I said it. Hey, you want to go to Dallas? Let's go. Houston?
Nah, Houston kind of lit.
Houston wide open. man.
Houston kind of
Diverse.
lit. I got it. The hardest thing for me, honestly, about leaving New York potentially is I just became street certified. I don't know if you noticed about me. I'm certified by these streets, bro. You didn't
Really? What happened?
You didn't see
need
when
to
the
know
New
what
York
happened.
legends met up in Ridgewood?
Oh shit.
No.
I want to hear all about
Yeah.
this.
Wait. Can you
Come
break
on,
this
yo.
down?
Y'all
What
didn't
they
know.
all
You didn't
about.
see when
I
they-
saw your IG story. I know what the fuck was going on, though.
Can you break down what's
you know,
going on with
They
this?
out
I was
to
just
know, so
saying,
they
like,
out
it was
there,
no big
you
deal.
know.
I was hanging out with my boy Colm from Kid Super. He asked me if I'd pull up, do this little shoot with another New York legend. I don't know how to pronounce his name just perfectly, but Fabio Foreign.
Yeah, you got that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got
Wow.
that.
Movie. What's up, Taylor? What's up, Taylor? Real talk, Taylor. Hey, come on, Taylor. Let's go. Bow. Movie. Viral. I'm out here. You know what I mean?
No, I cannot.
Explain what's happening to
I didn't
Martin
even
Lee-
know who the guy was before I did the shoot. It was just Colm was like, "Yo, can you come by and do this thing?" Because they're doing like a digital Paris Fashion Week. Because obviously you can't.
And Colin runs this like clothing brand, this
Yeah.
fashion brand in Williamsburg.
So
They
some
pick
people call him
you.
Colm. His name is spelled Colm.
Yeah.
So I just call him Calm. So that's how we doing it. But it's probably Colm.
I
or
think it's
some shit.
Colin, but I
Whatever,
like
Calm.
So you there the whole time just
That's my boy
saying
Calm.
his name wrong?
Son, I was calling him Nardwar in the beginning, bro.
He do dress
He
like
looked just like Nardwar, bro. So he asked me to come by and do it, and I was like, all right, for sure, And I guess we do this little scene with me and this guy Fabio Foreign, right? And the dude is like a New York rapper, popping in the streets, but like really streets. Like I've had like people come by Breakfast Club and that kind of shit that'll it's like pseudo street. This guy came through and like
just out the sewer, bro.
son, his shit was streets, bro. Like he was the sweetest dude, but like he had guys around him that were like in the street watching cars come by. Every time he came out the little deli we were doing a scene outside of, he's looking over his shoulder like, yo, watch that. Like it felt as if he was under attack. And I'm there like, what am I doing here? How streets is this? I need to get the fuck out of here. I can't be in this situation. You know what I mean? This guy got dances to move out the way of the bullets and shit. You know? I couldn't do it. But bro, the guy, every time he pop out, we do this little scene and he'd be looking over his shoulder, another guy in the street. Like, it was crazy. Yeah. And I kept thinking, like, is that a way to live life?
No, of course not.
Not
But
really.
but I thought about two ways. Yeah. I wonder if he's like every day is purposeful.
Oh, live each day like it's your last.
Facts.
You really got to do that,
Like
yo.
every day
It
he
could
gotta
be.
survive. Like he
Yo.
goes out to the store, he looking over his shoulder. Eventually that anxiety might build up and like crush you. But in the meantime, it's exciting. It's like you're a human being in nature. You're like, what the fuck? Is someone gonna try to hunt me? Is he living weirdly the most natural style life in terms of our biology?
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to take a break right quick, and we are going to change your life. Let me tell you something. India is backward in a lot of ways, but one thing in which they are very forward is taking a shit. You know, everywhere else in America, when you take a shit, you get a bidet. We live in like third world countries over here, taking shits, wiping our ass with dry toilet paper, and then that's it. That's all we do. But that is all changed now thanks to Tushy. Tushy is a bidet. It is a line of products designed to clean your asshole better so you feel better throughout the day. There's nothing worse than when you took a shit and now you're walking around with a toilet paper wipe and you still feel a little bit in between your cheeks. That's gone with the Tushy. They have a brand new Tushy 3.0 that doesn't just clean your butt with a precise stream of water. It also cleans itself before and after it's used with the Smart Spray automatic self-cleaning nozzle. Guys, that's a game changer. The bidet itself, already a game changer. Now, double game changer. You attach it to your existing toilet. It requires no electricity, no additional plumbing, and it cuts toilet paper use by 80%, so it saves you a little money. But honestly, you just want to clean your asshole. That's the main thing. Sanitation is simple. The Schmutz Shield offers easy cleaning, and the knobs are naturally antimicrobial. And because we're Flagrant 2, we're going to hook you up with a discount code. That's what we do. So go to hellotushy.com/flagrant to get 10% off plus free shipping. Al, you got a Tushy. Tell us a little bit about it.
I love bidets, man.
You've been telling us about this for months.
Absolutely.
And I felt embarrassed to say it because I thought you were going to look at it like some weird Indian shit. No, it's the greatest.
Nah, it's the best. Like, I'll spend more time in my bathroom just because I have a bidet.
Absolutely. Mark is fucking disgusting and he doesn't have one yet, but we're making him cleaner,
Yeah.
so we're going to get him one.
Yeah,
So
I need one. I really do. I'm still on my single wipe game. I still got one ply toilet paper.
It's pathetic.
I'm
And how are we
destroying my
going to get
body.
him one? We're going to go to Hello Tushy. That's Hello, Hello, Tushy, TUSHY.com/flagrant. If you can't spell flagrant, you're a fucking moron. You get 10% off plus free shipping. It is a no-brainer. Now let's get back to the show.
Were you scared?
Was I scared? Nah, I had my girl there and shit though. It was a little weird. Like, what if my girl got all shot up? Son, I've been stressing, bro.
Yeah, he brought a lot of energy in here today.
I know I gotta get a lot off my chest and then I'm done. This is the last one.
a lot of interesting energy
I
coming
gotta
out.
get it all out, bro. I literally was having the most stressful week of my entire relationship this year.
Oh, shit. This year?
This 2 years or whatever.
Okay.
My entire
I
relationship.
thought you meant 2021.
Yeah,
I don't know
like-
either.
It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I didn't calculate that, bro. I go off a lunar calendar, Mark.
Yeah.
So, like her fucking period. No, I literally, bro, I started bussing fast.
Oh.
I started bussing fast, and I couldn't control my bus.
Oh, you're doing the Busted Challenge,
But
bro.
I was busted challenge. I wasn't doing the bus, but I was busted.
Yeah, you're
challenge.
bustedly challenged. Yeah.
Bustedly challenged, bro. I don't know what happened. She learned a new pussy trick or some shit like that, but it was. I honestly, I swear to God,
Stupid.
Literally.
Nah, they be learning tricks, bro.
Usually, when a girl's on top, that's my domain. That's my
Hey,
domain.
enter www and you climb on this dick. Because that shit is my domain. You finna get this World Wide Web. Yo, I'm a .com when I feel ready.
Bro,
Ain't no .org in this bitch. It's .com.
let me tell you something. I don't know what was happening. Usually in that position, I've already told you, I'm an on the back guy.
Yeah.
I go on the back.
You're like a flow state. You
Them
go, like,
lips
yeah.
getting cracked. I'm telling you, bow, movie, virus.
Virus. Oh my God, this guy
Oh my god.
Bow. You know what I'm saying? Bow. So listen, streets verified from the streets. Okay? That's usually my shit, bro. Nothing could stop me in that position.
Yeah.
Maybe if it gets real good, feeling good, I can do the distraction. We can go ceiling. We could go, neighbor or across the street, something like that.
Wait, what?
baseball.
Looking at neighbors, you know what I mean?
okay,
Like
yeah.
across the street or just look somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck happened these last couple weeks, bro. I lost all control. No control. I'm taking like 3 or 4 pumps, I could bust. I'm telling her to hop off every fucking second.
Whoa.
Bro, I started to feel incredibly insecure, bro.
Really?
Why is that insecurity?
Because
feel like
I'm not able to satisfy my girl. I was busting too fast, and I don't go round 2.
That's a compliment to her, though, too.
It's a compliment to her until it ain't.
Yeah.
You know, at first it's a compliment, and then the second it's like kind of a compliment, and then the third it's like, yo, you better get me off, loser. Do you know what I mean? Now she didn't come to me with that energy, but in my mind I'm like, yo, if I can't make my girl come, like I started feeling insecure in like other areas of my life, and everything. It was crippling. And I was like, how the fuck do I get around this? Am I gonna start wearing condoms again? Like, fuck that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I was like, do I have to like go down and eat her out and like calm down? I literally was going crazy.
Did you feel a little good though? Like be like a young man, like,
Nope.
not even a little?
Son, not even. At first, I was like, oh, that's kind of lit. But the fact that I had no control of the situation of satisfying my girl.
How many
Bro,
times did you guys
fucking-
try, though? Like a day?
I think once.
Yo, Taylor be asking disrespectful questions. Low-key. How you end it with a day? Like, come on, bro.
No, we tried a few times, but not in a day. But bro, I was literally going through it. I was starting to feel like super insecure. Like, it's your job to be able to satisfy your girl.
Because that'd be scary if it just keeps happening over and over. Now you don't know shit. Am I a quick comer now?
Am I a quick comer, bro?
Is this ever
what it
gonna
is
stop
for the rest of my
Yeah.
life?
Son, literally, that's what happened.
That's terrifying. Yeah.
And
Son,
I
you
was
just a
so
cowboy, dog.
Say what?
You just a cowboy. Quick draw, bang.
I am.
Yeah.
Quick bang. Hey,
you know,
you the best cowboy in the East.
What is that song? A cowboy's life is a short life, or something like that.
Yeah.
I may have made that up.
You're in the Wild West.
I was in the Wild
Yeah.
West, but here's the problem. I was panicking on the inside, and I was starting to go like, should I jerk off before? Like going back to like high school techniques, like college techniques to last longer. Like I was like, should I start using condoms? Like I'm literally going through it. It's so funny. Like when I'm satisfying my girl, and that's easy, there's so much more calm in the rest of my life. But the feeling I'm not, now I'm overcompensating and satisfying in other areas, right? Like I think I like cleaned up after myself at once or something like that. Like,
Well, that's how it is though. There's so few obligations that you physically or like literally have to do.
so
That's
then I
how I
started
feel.
thinking about a date. I was like, maybe I should plan a date or something. Like I started like thinking about other
Fucks
like,
up the whole dynamic.
yeah, like I just give great dick.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
pay for amazing lifestyle.
Yeah, make
and
money,
it's done.
give dick, that's
exact
it.
great. But now when it's just, oh God, it was terrifying even to think about. And literally this morning, she's up, she's on top, right? We're not slow clapping them cheeks yet. But she's on top. And I realized she's kind of riding a little high. She's a little high in the saddle. Okay? And I'm like, wait a minute. She's a little high in the saddle. And I'm like, maybe since I got all that sensitivity up at the tip of my dangling, it's that extra pressure from being high in the saddle is like rubbing against the walls in some crazy way. So what I do is I slide her a little deeper in the saddle. Do you know what I mean? Bro, your boy is back.
Let's go.
Your boy is
Let's go.
Hey.
So this is just a little message to all y'all out there. If you are coming mad quick, remember back in the day on Patreon, I gave the technique and all that kind of shit. Hey, make sure she sat deep in the saddle, bro. That position is for us.
Yes.
Okay? Deep in the saddle.
What?
What are you talking? I'm talking about guts. You should see her belly button
She can't
popping
even.
out and
Her
in.
man's
You
dick
weren't
is so
doing
big
that
she can't even comprehend. It would just be coming out her fucking mouth.
You
like
weren't-
alien.
wait, hold on. You weren't doing that before?
Say what?
What?
Yo, it's a lot to handle, yo. The
Wait,
kid
what?
out
You
here,
were not
son,
doing that
I don't think you
before?
understand. I have inches of dick. Like, your boy got inches of
So why
salam.
So what? it. So
What's
that's
that
a good
like?
thing. So why are you not?
But sometimes it's
Andrew.
hard to handle. You know what I mean?
That's his domain. Like, why are you acting like it's not his domain?
Yo, when I'm on my back and I'm flat and I'm also slim,
I'm just trying to figure out y'all tempos.
I'm a
in
terror.
sex. Like, what's your tempo?
I'm a terror. It's crazy down there. It's crazy.
Do you know what your tempo is? Are you a faster?
Nah. I used to do that shit. I used to finger girls mad quick.
But do you have like a rhythm?
Remember we were talking about fingering? Yo, back in the day, I was so bad at fingering.
That shit was like Street Fighter.
Literally,
Yeah.
like mad crazy,
Yeah.
dude. And why would girls put up with it?
I don't know why. What is that? You just go for it? Like, I guess no one ever teaches you, right?
Yeah.
I guess we put up when they suck our dicks weird.
Yeah.
I think only recently did I start correcting.
Mm.
And I don't even correct. It's more like positive reinforcement. You ever like reinforce something that isn't even being done yet? Like you're like, yeah. When you put it all in your mouth, and they're like, I didn't do that. No, you did.
Yeah, but it's great. I was thinking about it in the future when that would happen. Yeah, that would be great though.
All right, I'm out of my. That's all out of my system.
So you
but
good
God,
now?
yeah, I cannot tell you. It's amazing how that one field. I don't know if you guys feel this way, but like that one field of your life can like trickle into all these other things.
Yeah, well, that's what they say. Like, if you have a healthy sex life, sex is like 10% of your relationship, and if you have an unhealthy sex life, it's 90%. Like, yeah,
That couldn't be. I mean, it couldn't be said better because it is so true.
yeah.
When it's healthy, you're not even thinking about anything else, but both of you guys are like so happy and satisfied, and you feel like really fortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've had conversations where we're just like, yo, we're like really lucky that we enjoy doing this with each other. Because there's times where you might click with somebody, but like sexually, it's whatever. Do you guys know? You guys ever had that?
I've heard that before. I didn't believe it. To me, it's like
This guy.
Yeah. I don't know why. I looked at Mark, I looked at Akaash, and I was like, what am I doing? man?
I didn't buy that. I was like, if you're emotionally compatible, like it fits, it ships, right? Like,
Yeah, but
That's how it
sometimes, it stinks.
And sometimes it's just not long enough,
It's not long enough or fat enough,
or
or,
it could be not lasting long.
yeah, I know that. I know that. But Al,
Yeah.
does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
having that like mutual sexual chemistry, I'm sure have so much anxiety relieved because I imagine women are going on some level. They're like, God forbid my boyfriend's not into me sexually.
Yeah.
Like that would crush them. I imagine their confidence, their self-esteem would be crushed.
mm-hmm.
And then also, I think a lot of women don't realize like we do care if you are satisfied, especially us.
Yeah.
Like Akaash says this all the time. It's just like, yo, we're pleasers naturally, like as comedians. Like, so if we're in a situation where we're bombing
Son, that shit, boy.
at your favorite club,
home club.
my home club. I get bomb in my home club.
I might not get asked back. This is gonna be a problem, yo. I'm gonna have to hit the road.
You show up,
Get some
someone else is on the lineup. You're like, why you performing here?
I guess it is a lot of pressure for y'all. Let's think about it.
Yeah, but y'all don't care.
We don't.
All right, that's off my chest.
Yeah, I'm
now,
getting the fuck.
now we can.
I actually am curious about that though, from a
Yes.
female perspective. Why do women put up with bad, like,
Because we love you first. Like,
Gay, fucking
yo,
losers, stupid.
for
Fucking
instance,
idiots.
my first boyfriend, he was not good at sex.
Small
but he was
cock?
my first though.
small cock.
So
yeah,
yeah, it
He had the
wasn't-
small
and-
cock?
Yeah, Johnny
I remember having a
Smallcocks.
talk with
He
him
had that
about it,
SC.
too,
He had
but it
that South
wasn't-
Carolina.
uh-huh.
What?
The small cocks.
He had the small cock.
Oh,
let's
The
see.
South Carolina
but yeah,
small
I
cock.
mean, it wasn't what I call average. So
What do you call average?
All right, so it
Don't
was
even get us
average.
started.
Okay, so
You got to average on like a Hulk when she's angry scale. Yo, your average is stupid, but it is. It's stupid.
If Taylor wants to measure a dick, she brings out a yardstick.
stop.
Here we go.
It's not. But I'm just saying though. Damn, I forgot.
But actually, I think
Hi,
that
ass.
I
You
think,
wear that shit like
No, I
purse
forgot
straps.
what he was.
I think there
asking
is
me.
something to it though, where like guys will learn shit from porn and
Yeah.
think that that's normal,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but I always assumed only
Amazing how
guys
you
did that.
unlearn that when you're with a girl for a while. You unlearn how normal that is. You know, I remember how I was fucking back in the day when it was just your boy out here in these streets.
Yeah. Street certified.
Street certified. You know what I mean? You know, girls was down there like pow, 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 viral, virus.
Almost not virus. Yeah.
But yeah, and then it stops. But you were saying,
But I'm wondering if guys do that. But I never thought, oh shit, girls probably do the same thing. Girls probably watch porn and then think, oh yeah, when I get jackhammer fingered, that's all. That's what's supposed to happen.
so I've always thought, and I'm sure this is not a unique thought, but that like because porn is for men, that when women watch porn, they're probably not watching the same type of porn we're watching.
That's not true.
And I've also heard that a lot of women watch girl-on-girl porn
That's not true either.
because that is actually made for women. Like the woman's pleasure is first because obviously a woman is being pleasured.
That's the
there.
consumer too.
And that is it. Obviously the other thing.
Gay.
For
So-
women by women.
Exactly. Yes. The FUBU of porn. But yeah, you might not do that. But I did hear that. I've heard that with girls that they're into girl on girl. And I makes sense because guy on girl is not made for you. It's made for this guy to whack off to, and he's fucking in the way that he's
though, 'cause
written.
Why do you
Why don't
say
we like
that?
guy on
It's
guy
not-
porn?
Say again?
Why don't we like guy on guy porn then?
Wait, what?
If girls like girl on
He
girl
just
porn,
asks too many questions.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, no, but
but I wonder about this theory though.
No,
'cause
we
I-
might like guy on guy porn.
But I've heard this
Come
before.
on.
In college,
we might.
In college, every
I
girl's
thought
like,
you
I've
yeah, I
seen
watch
two
lesbian
dudes
porn.
just on each other like.
Because I've heard this
Definitely a
theory.
virus. Definitely a virus.
But I've heard this theory, like in
watched
college,
it
all these girls like, yeah, I watch lesbian porn, blah,
Yes.
blah, blah. Like, that's the only porn I watch. But then I'm like, if you can just watch that because it's like, oh yeah, female pleasure, whatever. In my brain, I'm like, yeah, it checks out. But equally, we would probably like gay porn.
So maybe we
And
would. We just haven't watched it. Have y'all watched any gay porn?
Not intentionally.
I will say this: when I see guys kissing, that shit is gross.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
So
watch it.
judging by just that part of the porn, I'd be like, nah, I'm not into this. I don't think if they get to dick sucking,
Yo,
you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Fucking mustache
Guys-
rubbing up against the top of a dick, bro. That's a little serious.
That's my point. It's gross
shaky.
to us.
Guys know how to suck dick though. I've watched gay porn.
Okay, all right. Come on.
Whoa, Taylor. What do you mean you watch gay porn?
how are we better at that too? Come on, Taylor.
We're taking
guys
your
is better at
jobs.
sucking dick than you.
We're taking every job
Guys.
Yo,
you
that
guys
is
have.
fucking disrespectful. Like, do you think the first guy chef was treated like the first like WNBA player? You know what I mean? Like, because dudes didn't cook until like 20 years or something.
Yo, we come a long way very quickly as cooks.
And then now the whole chef channel or like Ninja Chef or whatever that shit is. Ninja Chef? What is it called?
Top Chef?
Chopped? Yeah.
Top Chef, yeah.
Chopped, I think is
Yeah.
the show. Top Chef. Yeah. And isn't there a ninja one? Or are the guys just Japanese who host it?
It might just be Jiro jeans with sushi or something. I think that might be what you're thinking of.
Chef's table was all dudes, right?
Chef's table's all dudes. Where are these female chefs at?
I don't know.
That's fucked up.
They don't even come out of the kitchen.
You know
to
why
TV.
it's fucked up? This is why it's fucked up. Because the show adds commerce into it. All these people, well, not the ones that are on like the trial show, but the actual like official chefs are not only graded by their food, they're graded by how well they could market and sell their food. You know what I'm saying? Like the best surfer might not be the one who even competes. Just like the best cook might be, you know, your aunt you said is an amazing cook.
Yeah.
She might be nicer than some restaurateur.
Yeah.
She might not, but obviously.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it. Maybe women are like, yo, I just bust it down in the kitchen is light work for me. But I don't need to have a whole restaurant and shit.
Ah, that's a good point.
That's what my mom does.
What do you mean?
She doesn't have a.
Your mom busts it down in the kitchen? Yeah?
Or-
Wow.
Never mind.
Okay. What are you guys thinking, man? What's going on?
Oh,
How
the
are
inauguration
lives?
is
Like,
Wednesday.
what have you been thinking about? Inauguration, have you been thinking about? Football? What do you want to touch on? Because football,
Love football. I'm down to talk football. Did you watch this weekend?
I did. I know this is rare, but I did.
Eh, it's sweet of you.
Okay, I did because I knew we were going to talk.
Yeah.
Okay, take me through Sunday.
Sunday was the better day.
Sunday was pretty exciting.
Sunday was lit. Let's just do Sunday. So you had the Chiefs and you had the Browns playing. The Browns won their first road playoff game in legit like 50 years.
Yeah.
Last week.
Yeah.
This year they're going up against Patrick Mahomes. So this week, Patrick Mahomes, you think he's gonna fucking dominate? He gets hurt pretty early. Hurts his big toe.
Yeah, like they said turf toe or some weird thing where you like stub your toe. Have you guys seen that?
And you can I don't know what the injury was.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the dot, but you can see he like normally he's the perfect quarterback.
Yeah.
He's mobile, fucking rocket arm, all this,
Cannon.
but you see him like hobbling around, just trying to make it work. And then in the third quarter, he gets taken down. I've watched this replay a few times. You said the football hits him in the head?
Son, this is the softest concussion I've ever seen in my life. The guy breathed on him. The guy went like this. And he just started wobbling. I mean, it was unbelievable. You
Son,
thought that was a hard hit?
I thought-
I've had 3 concussions. Every single one harder than that.
Sure, just 3.
Maybe more. I've had 3 diagnosed concussions.
Okay.
Add boxing, forget it.
Yeah.
I thought he just landed weird. I didn't think it was a hard concussion. I just thought he landed weird because he's already running weird. I don't know why you having him run on 3rd and 1 when he fucked up his toe. Like your
Yeah.
big toe, you can't do shit without a big toe.
Yeah.
And you having him run on 3rd and 1, then he gets taken down by like his neck head first, and then he just gets up and he's just wobbling. And then the Michael
Yeah.
Jordan of football, he's just gone. This guy's perfect.
Why are they making him run anyway? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
He's too valuable, right?
Yeah,
Like,
if he's already hurt, he can run if he's healthy.
Yeah, he's
But if
fast,
he's hurt,
but,
But it
like-
should be a last
don't.
option. Right?
Don't.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Protect him. And then he goes out, and then that shit turned into a game real quick. The Browns would have won if they didn't get. They got one call where they got fucked out of a touchdown,
Yeah.
and like the guy was diving for the end zone. The receiver, I think Higgins is his name, and then a safety for the Chiefs knocks the ball out of his hands at like the 1 yard line. It comes out of his hands, but then it goes out of bounds in the end zone. And the way football is set up, for some reason, instead of getting the ball at like the 1 or whatever, that means you turned it over, and now it's the other team's ball at the 20-yard line. So they lost what should have been a touchdown because the guy that knocked the ball out committed a penalty.
But that kind of rule makes sense just because what if you're on the 10-yard line, you're about to get tackled, and you just shovel past the ball?
So the rule in the NFL is you can't move forward. If you fumble the ball forward and it goes out of bounds, you get the ball where you fumbled. You can't be rewarded for fumbling. That's what they say.
Even though it happened in the end zone?
So if the end zone now, it's the other team's ball. But like if I'm at the 50-yard line, I fumble and it goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
We don't get the ball at the 40. We keep the ball at the 50
Yeah.
because you're not supposed to get more yards for fumbling the ball. And then you got lucky when out
Okay.
of bounds.
So it's protecting against that.
So it protects against that. But then at that point, just keep it at the 1. That's it. It went out of bounds, out of your hands at the 1. Keep it at the 1. Or maybe move them back to the 20 if you want to really penalize them. That's what Bill Cowher was saying. Like, that's a strong penalty, 20
I'm sorry,
yards.
I don't understand what happened in that play.
So if I'm on offense and you're on defense,
Go over the play one more time for me.
Baker Mayfield throws it to his receiver. His name is Higgins.
Yeah, Higgins catches it where?
Catches it like the 4 or 5 yard line.
5-yard line.
Of the Chiefs.
Yes.
Turns around, dives and stretches his arm out to try to cross the end zone.
Yes.
Chief safety hits him, helmet to helmet.
Yes.
Should have been a penalty. Ball flies out of his hands. He fumbles it. Flies out of his hands at the 1 yard line, goes into the Chiefs' end zone, and then out of bounds.
So this just unfortunately,
The worst way it could have happened.
but here's the thing. If he fumbles the ball on that 1 yard line,
Yeah.
and the rule is there's no forward progress after a fumble,
Yeah.
then shouldn't it just be the 1?
Just put it at the 1.
There's so many arbitrary rules in
So
football.
stupid.
Like there was this one, like you know how you have to do a football move after you catch the ball.
Yeah.
I forget if it was in this game. That's so. Oh yeah, this is so unfortunate.
And that's the difference. It's the end of the half, so it's either 16-10 if the Browns score,
Yeah.
and instead the Chiefs end up scoring a field goal, so it goes 19-3. So that's a big if you're up
Huge.
against the Chiefs, and then they ended up losing by 5 points or 4 points. Something. They lost by like a margin that the touchdown would have won the game.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So that fucked them.
Yeah. It's just it's unfortunate. And Baker had a chance. That's the thing. Like I don't
And
think
Baker
he's getting
played
any.
well.
He played well, but he had a chance.
At the end on the last drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he couldn't come through. And I like Baker, but I think overall he played well and the rest of the team. Like his running back dropped
Not-
like 3 passes, Nick Chubb.
Yeah, but Chubb ran his ass off,
Ran his
especially
ass
in that
off in the
second half. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was just like they blew a lot of opportunities. You always feel bad for Cleveland. But what sucks is the fucking Jordan of the football is gone right now. This guy's like,
So what is the protocol? Now does he have to take next week off?
I think he should. I mean, they're going to try to make him
Son.
play.
See, that's where concussions get tricky, right? Is apparently like when your brain is that sensitive after concussion is when the most damage can happen.
Yes.
Right? So if he gets lit up again, like you've seen oftentimes with boxers, they get dropped once and they go down really quick.
Yeah.
the second time,
Yeah.
right? It's like they're already, and it's because their brain is already wobbled.
Yeah.
So if
You have to sit a week for a concussion. I think that should just be the fucking standard rule.
They
I don't
say
care how
months.
unfortunate it is. That's what,
they say if you get knocked unconscious, it could take months for your head to recover.
I'm fine with sitting out a month. Like, this is your brain.
Ay, ay, ay.
This is the biggest problem the NFL has, is it's giving everybody brain damage.
Yeah.
If it's a concussion, just sit. What was ballsy, though, and what I, like, one takeaway, I always look at, like, the takeaway from a game. There were multiple times where the Browns could have, like, punted or kicked a field goal on 4th down, and they went for it.
Yeah.
Converted all of them, and that's how they almost won. And then the Chiefs, on the last drive with a backup quarterback,
Yeah.
it's 4th and 1. Chad Henne, he was a quarterback from Michigan like 15 years ago, like when I was in college. Old. Washed. Never good. 4th and 1, and they could easily punt the ball and try to make the Browns score, and it's good. Like, the Browns are going to have to go a long way to score. They don't have a lot of time. Or they could go for it right now, and if they convert, they win. Game is over.
Yeah.
And I always...
you run the ball.
Yeah, and you run the ball.
4th and 1 with your backup quarterback who just threw an interception in the end zone.
Yes. Oh,
You
yes.
run that's what people aren't considering. Yeah, he did that. He busted off that like 15-yard run.
16-yard run on 3rd and 20 or something
Huge.
like that. Yeah.
But he threw an interception the last time he passed the ball before that.
Yeah, horrible interception.
Bad.
But I just love, let's go for it. Let's win this game right now.
Yeah.
And then the ballsy call from their coordinator, Eric Bieniemy, was, fuck running. We're going to pass it.
Bro.
We're going to fake the run, and then we're going to pass it, and then they get the 4th down, and that's how they win the game.
What's the old Steelers coach name? Cowher? Is
Bill
it Bill
Cowher.
Cowher?
Yeah.
It was funny. Bill Cowher afterwards when they were asking about that play, he goes, I'm not going to lie. I would have ran that ball.
Yeah.
I'm not bad. He goes, all the credit to what's his face, Andy Reid. All the credit to Andy Reid for making that is a ballsy play. It shows that you have a lot of confidence in your players, and your players love that, and they play for you because of that. But I'm running that ball
With a backup QB.
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Let him do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
But-
And it's not like that's an easy. Like it was like a 3-yard out or something like that.
Quick pass, out.
But that's not the easiest play.
No.
Because if somebody jumps that, it's to the house.
Gone.
Yeah.
And then you lost.
And then you
the
lost.
game, like, that's it. We're going to take this shot. It's like taking a 3 when you're down 1 almost.
Yeah.
At the end of the game. Fuck it.
So Kansas City wins. They should have.
Just curious, if you guys are Pat Mahomes, this is playoffs. You have a chance for the chip.
Yeah, I'm playing.
You're playing?
I'm trying to play.
He tried to play when he was wobbling. Like he
Yeah.
got up. He clearly was concussed. He could barely stand, but he was like, no, I'm good. He didn't know where the fuck he was.
But like knowing what we know now about CTE and
If I'm
all
the
that type
coach-
of shit, like you're thinking about your
If I'm Andy Reid, here's the thing. When you normally you're like trying to not get fired if you're coach or GM.
Yeah.
When you won a Super Bowl for a city that never won a Super Bowl, you're good for at least 5 years. And if I have potentially the
point.
greatest player ever,
That's
we're
a good
always
point.
a title threat. Like
Yeah.
there's never a year you can count
I'm not
us
even
out.
thinking from a coaching perspective. I'm thinking from a player
Oh, he's gonna want to play,
because
and he's
wanna
not gonna
play.
get to. That's if I'm the Chiefs. I don't give a fuck. I expect to be here every year. This is the new Brady and Belichick to me. Like they can be here every year. You're not playing because I'm thinking about next year and the year after.
So for the rest of the playoffs, you said him?
Because even if they win this week, maybe Super Bowl. Because then that's
There's another
2
week break.
Yeah, so that's like 3 weeks off, and maybe you can bring them back. That's to me reasonable.
So who are they playing?
They're playing the Bills, who are good.
And the Bills are good.
Yeah,
Um,
and Lamar kind of choked, but
yeah, we should talk
everybody's
about
acting
that.
like he's not.
Yeah, but it is interesting. Now the Bills have a real fucking chance.
Yeah, I think the Bills are going to go to the Super Bowl, which is it's crazy.
And they deserve it.
Yeah,
Those are the best fans in sports.
Oh, it's gonna be
Bills
so
Mafia,
great
dog.
if they go to the Super Bowl.
gonna be lit.
Unbelievable, dude.
Oh shit, where's the Super Bowl? Tampa.
Tampa, bro. Raymond James, baby.
That's the guy. We might have to be in
Might have
Miami.
to go. Might have to
It's an
go.
hour away.
Might be in
Yeah.
Florida.
We're throwing
you
Akaash
know?
through a picnic table. No question. Akaash getting choke slammed. For
Bro, did
sure.
you see that they started donating to Lamar's charity?
No.
You haven't heard about this?
That's so
So
good.
this is like he went down with an injury, Lamar, right?
Yeah.
He got hit kind of hard, but
Yeah.
whatever. He just went out for a little bit. And then all of a sudden, Bills fans started donating to his favorite charity. And they donated like $150,000.
That's great.
Or like maybe it was even $300 by now or something
If
like
you
that.
remain in Buffalo, you got character. You're
Yes.
not. You're a loyal person.
Yes.
No human being should live there.
Is it loyalty?
It is desperation. But
I
If you stay in the trailer park, like,
Bro,
you
if
know.
I'm trying to spin it, Mark. You would bring a lot of
son,
facts into
if
this.
you took the Bills out of Buffalo, I wonder how much longer Buffalo would exist. That is like the
Wait,
one
exist?
Exist. I think people might just move out. I think they just might
there's
leave.
nothing holding you there.
That is the maybe there's what are they, the Sabres or something like that? Isn't there a hockey team?
Yeah.
There's a hockey team maybe they
Yeah.
care about a little bit too. I'm just saying there's like one thing that's holding the community together. I mean, the fact that they let them have people in the stands. New York is shut down.
Yeah.
For live events, and they petitioned to let people in the city because that's how great they are at being fans.
Yeah.
100%. They don't give a fuck about COVID.
So, like low key,
Barely
I don't
alive
even,
anyway.
Wait, what? They're
barely alive anyway.
They're gonna
Buffalo.
figure it out. They're like every comorbidity, right? They're just fat. They're diabetic.
Vitamin D deficient as fuck.
Super vitamin D deficient.
Uh-huh.
But they're out there, man. I mean, it's just I don't know. I would love to see them go to a Super Bowl. I bet they don't even need to win. They're so used to losing Super Bowls.
Oh, they lost 4 in a row.
Like
in
when
the
we were
90s.
growing up,
Yeah.
that was amazing.
Yeah.
To see them lose 4 in a row. And I think the fourth, they were like up by like 20 or something like that in the first half.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
No, the fourth, they were up like on the Cowboys, 13-6, I think.
Okay.
And then the Cowboys scored 24 straight. And
Yeah,
then scored.
yeah. But I remember the first half going, yo, it might
I know.
fucking happen.
I was like, yo, this might be the year that we finally lose and they finally win.
God, what was the D lineman's name?
Bruce Smith.
Bruce Smith. And
Beast.
their running back was
Thurman Thomas.
Thurman Thomas.
Beast, dog.
Yeah.
Beasts
and,
all around.
And Kelly. Jim Kelly was the
Yeah.
quarterback,
But
right?
Thurman Thomas, I don't think ever really ran well in the Super Bowl. And I think he kind of
He fumbled in that 13-6 game.
Yeah. I think he had a big fumble. I think he kind of choked. And that's why I worry about Lamar Jackson. I worry. It's a different position, but he's heading down the same path.
Oh, like I can't do it in the playoffs.
I picked them to win the Super Bowl this whole year. I thought they're going to do it. And this guy, here's what's interesting. You remember I talked about how Baker Mayfield made $150 million last week with his win? Lamar Jackson is up for that same extension. You're going to pay him at least $40 million a year. That's what Deshaun got paid. That's where it starts for Lamar Jackson if you extend him. If you're a Ravens coach or GM, do you extend him? Because this 3 years in a row, he shit the bed in the playoffs.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. I thought he just needed to keep learning the position and he would be fine.
Right.
That's why I picked them this year. First year, he's a rookie. He got thrown in the fire, whatever. Second year, okay, bad game. It happens. I thought this year he'd be good, but he threw the pick that lost the game.
Yeah. You know, what's interesting is like, I mean, football is a very like fast sport defensively when you watch it regular season, but there's something about playoff football.
It's just different, yo.
Yeah, it feels like every single play, your entire season is on the line.
Yeah.
And I guess in a way it is, but it's not exactly. But like the intensity of which you see a defensive player meet the ball, just the speed. Like
Yes.
you'll see wide receivers that look open.
That fast.
It's unbelievable.
They say if you're in, like, a lot of quarterbacks who are good in college aren't good in the pros, because in college you see a guy open and then you throw the ball.
Yeah.
In the pros, you just have to know he's going to get open. He's covered. He looks covered all the time.
There was a play in the Saints game last night when I think you're thinking of the Kamara,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Where Drew Brees throws the ball before Alvin Kamara is even looking.
Yeah.
Alvin turns around. I guess what he thought, I guess there's some of these plays where like the receiver has to judge the defense.
Yeah.
And then basically they both have to guess at which point the ball will be thrown.
Yes.
Right? So it's like, here's this zone, right? You have the ability to extend your route
Yeah.
or to do like some sort of like button hook or something like that if you think that the gap exists there.
Yeah.
And like you just have to know that the receiver is going to do the right thing.
Yeah.
That's why the interception, we'll get back to that play in a second, but that's why I think interceptions are in some cases unfair to quarterbacks because sometimes they're committed by the receiver.
Yes.
But the average viewer doesn't know that.
We
They're
don't
like,
know. The receiver didn't run his route the right way or whatever. And a lot of times commentators who are quarterbacks will be like, this one is on the receiver.
On the receiver.
The receiver didn't run his route sharply enough or whatever. Like they talk about good route runners, and I never knew what that meant. But there's so much fucking precision required in running from point A to point B, whatever it is. If you don't do it exactly right, it's you fucked.
Now, is the coverage trying to read that? Like, yo, I'm going to jump in front because I know his route is going to try to be this.
Yes, it's a chess match all the time. And that's where Mahomes is also so good. He will, like, if he's throwing to his left, he'll look right all the way until right before he throws, and then you'll just look. Because if you're the cornerback or safety or whatever, you're like, oh, he's going right. He's going right.
And then
Last split second, he just knows. That good a vision.
But what happened with that Kamara play, right?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. So what happened? So you have Kamara breaks.
Yeah.
He's the running back, and he goes out.
And he didn't break deep, like quick, like sharply enough. Like he kind of broke like kind of like weak break, and then Drew Brees just threw to the spot. And
So he threw it to where Kamara was supposed to go. That was on Kamara.
Yeah. It's a lot. But
and then you
Brees
feel
is-
bad for a guy like that.
Yeah, and that's Brees' last game. He's done.
Yeah.
He's retiring on
Yeah.
that. Brady is probably the GOAT now, though, right?
I mean, he's the goat.
But I mean, Belichick versus Brady, it's like,
I don't even think, dude, this is weird, but like now Belichick has to prove his greatness.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, like before this, they're both great. If they both have like mediocre seasons, they're both great. They need each other. Everything's fine. If Tom sucks in Tampa Bay and Belichick does well, Tom is a system quarterback. Now Tom is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Yep.
Undeniable GOAT. And Belichick got to prove why every situation he's been on without Tom Brady, he has a losing record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The burden of proof's on him.
Well, he
Bird-
was 11-5 1 year when Brady went down. Still didn't make the playoffs. though.
Overall record.
Okay.
Overall
Okay.
record without Tom Brady,
Yeah.
he is a losing record.
You got to do it. He's got to rebuild. Otherwise, they're fucked. And his legacy is fucked.
And he's old and he's been coaching a while.
Long time.
Like, how long do you think it is before he goes, let me hang this shit up? If he doesn't win another if he doesn't win another Super Bowl without Tom Brady,
Oh, it's done.
I don't know if you consider him the greatest coach of all time.
Well, what's also interesting is you're going to see Mahomes and Reed start to come for that spot. Like they're the new Belichick and Brady, where you're looking at them every year like, oh, these guys could do it every year. If Mahomes doesn't get hurt yesterday, I think they beat the Bills and they probably beat the Packers. That's just what I think would happen.
So you think the Packers take out Tampa Bay?
I think I would love to see Tom go to the Super Bowl, but I think the Green Bay just looks so good.
Yeah, they do look
It
good,
looks
right?
out of control. Yo, one last point about Baltimore, though, that could be a perfect segue into another sports topic we didn't touch on. Brian, my boy Brian said it well. He said, I think Lamar is James Harden.
Oh, why is that?
First of all, they play the game like nobody we've really seen before,
Yeah.
like at this level. But there's just a GOAT that's always there that's going to be in the way, which for Harden is Curry, for Lamar is Mahomes. And also in big games, they just don't seem to show up. It just seems like they're so good in the regular season. Like people are defending Lamar because like I guess a lot is asked of him. They don't have good receivers. You're an MVP. I can't hold you to the standard of like even Dak Prescott, who's good but not an MVP.
Yeah.
You are a fucking MVP. That's a game changer. You are the player in the league that changes everything. I don't care if it's 10-3 and you don't have good
Figure it
receivers
out.
and you throw the pick six
Yeah.
and now 17-3, that's on you.
Yeah.
And that's against Tennessee. He didn't do well last year in the playoffs. His first playoff game, he played badly. It's his first game. But like if it don't figure out real quick, you're just James Harden to me. You're not poisonous. You're good. You seem like everybody loves you. But
You know what's interesting though about like especially what happened yesterday in the Tampa Bay game? Like we're gonna give Tom all this credit for winning the game,
yeah,
but his defense
played
kind of
their
won
asses
that
off.
game, right?
bailed him out. He had like 190 yards.
Yeah, and he had a horrible first half.
Yeah.
Started to kind of like string it together a little bit, maybe
Yeah.
towards the end of the first,
Yeah.
and then the second.
The
but,
Saints
like,
defense is good though. They're like
Yeah.
maybe the best in the league. They're
Okay.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
But still, he struggled in the first half. And that's where I worry. I'd love to see him beat the Packers.
Yeah.
I would just love to see Tom Brady go to the fucking Super Bowl. That'd be so lit.
And Gronk is non-existent.
Yeah, he's old, man. I
Is
think
that
a year
it?
a year off too in football is different than a year off in any other
Yeah,
sport.
you were
Yeah.
saying that on another episode. That
I
like
think so. Yeah, he doesn't look the same.
he doesn't. I mean, they were going to what's the other guy? Their tight end they have?
Brait or Cameron Brait, I think, something like that.
Yeah, Brait is it? Other white boy, big
Yeah,
white boy,
yeah.
and like he was getting way more touches. Man, I'm sure there's much more attention put on Gronkowski.
He's good though. He's good.
but he is good.
Yeah.
But Gronkowski, it seems like his role now is to block, and apparently he's very good at that.
And
But
he's still a red zone threat because he's just huge.
right,
And there were
but
a
he
couple
went
of,
at him a couple times where it was
Yeah.
like, okay, one was on Tom.
Yeah.
The other looked like the speed kind of wasn't there.
Yeah, he could have caught it, but it's not there. Antonio Brown still looks pretty good, but not Antonio
Is
Brown.
he injured? Did you see
He
something?
did get hurt. He did pull up.
and is he going to be out?
It's Monday, so they're not going to say, but like if he's out, that's big because he was starting to kind of round into form. Still not the same guy, but starting to kind of round into form. Football is just different, I think. Taking a year off
Yeah.
in such a physical, fast-paced, constantly evolving game.
Yeah.
I don't often see people come back from a year off and act like nothing happened. It happens,
Yeah.
but it's rare.
Yeah.
It's rare.
All right. You brought up Harden.
Yeah.
I think this Harden situation is absolutely genius for the Nets. Oh, brilliant. I think it's so brilliant. I think that Harden doesn't want to be a one. He doesn't want to be the number one guy.
That's true.
He doesn't want to be that alpha. And I kind of noticed this when I would watch like All-Star games and I'd see him kind of like take that beta role to, LeBron or
Yeah.
KD or the other guys that were out there. He
Yeah.
kind of like remove himself, even like a Giannis, you know. And I was like, okay, he doesn't really want it. But when he's on his team where he has to, he'll go out and do it. But that's not the role he really relishes. The fact that he's on a team where he gets to be a number 2, a comfy number 2, and where he gets to delegate responsibility to guys who can actually score. A KD can actually do it himself if he needs. Great situation. But the reason why it's brilliant is because Kyrie has to play now.
Explain.
If KD and Harden can do it without Kyrie,
And Kyrie's useless.
you're useless.
Yep.
Now you have to play to be part of this. If you continue the shenanigans, you're not needed. You get waived, you get traded. You could maybe they could make an argument to the league that like you're violating your contract. They can figure something out, but you are not needed now. So in order to be part of this, you better play ball. Before they needed Kyrie to go
Yeah.
deep in the playoffs. Now they don't need Kyrie to go deep in the playoffs.
Fuck, that's a good point.
It's a brilliant chess move.
That's a good point.
How do you make Kyrie commit? Make him useless.
Here's where I worry about it.
Yeah.
I think you're right. For Harden, Durant, give him the ball in the big moments. That's such a fucking burden off of Harden.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants it. I think he wants to go party. Durant's going to play ball. Kyrie, though, is not going to be comfortable as a number 3, I don't think.
He's not gonna. But it's the only way to get him to commit. And the only way to remove his leverage over the organization is to just remove his power. And his power is you need him to win. Now you don't need him to win. You can go into the playoffs and pretty deep with Harden and KD. You add Kyrie, now we're at the championship.
Yeah.
I think they're better without him. I've never been a Kyrie guy.
Nah, but now that they lost their bench, they need him.
Oh, that's right, because they just sent
Son.
motherfuckers. Yeah.
They have no bench.
I mean, nobody would trade for him, right? Because if you could trade him for role players, I would do that shit so fast.
In a heartbeat.
So fast. Because Harden and KD's a crazy squad.
Son, but pretty impressive though. First game,
Did you see
triple-dub.
Harden's before and after pictures?
Yeah, there was a little like I think it was altered a little bit.
Yeah, I think they're just
Like
taking
there's no way you could lose that much weight.
Yeah,
man.
you like
Well,
taking
people
the
were-
fattest looking shot of him.
Bro, Alex is really sensitive about Harden, by the way.
Yeah,
Why,
fuck,
why?
fuck you, Mark.
Because we were in the elevator and I'm sitting there with Dove Alex, and Dove just looks at him and goes, Alex, you kind of look like James Harden, you know? Literally the week before James Harden
That's
had all
rough,
those
yo.
pictures of him
Yeah,
super
son.
fat.
That's
Looking
rough.
fat as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's disrespectful, Dub.
And Dove didn't even mean it. That's the best part.
He meant it as like a
Yeah,
compliment.
he was like,
Yeah,
yeah, you
like-
look like an NBA player.
Yeah.
And they don't look
Fuck
anything
you,
alike.
Dub.
Y'all look nothing alike.
Son, beard.
Black.
That's it.
That's it. You're not even the same
Beard,
shade,
black,
though.
Yeah, I
that
know.
works.
Yeah. So my question is, what's it going to take for you to be a Nets fan?
That's what I
Nothing.
was wondering.
Nothing.
Bro, why not?
What do you have to lose?
No.
But you already jumped. You already dropped the Knicks.
Yeah. Cheer, no gear.
Oh, you're a Heat fan?
No, I go cheer.
Hey, that's
No.
not a bad idea.
I go cheer, no gear.
What does that mean?
Meaning, like, I will cheer for the Nets. I'll watch the games, but I won't ever buy any merch or anything like that or paraphernalia.
I've been doing that with the Cowboys for 3 years. It does
you're
nothing. It
Really?
does nothing. It's useless. It's you.
No. Meaning, like you're still a Cowboys fan,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
But you root for another team, another football
No,
team?
I just don't. I'm not buying anything. I'm not going to your games. I'm not.
No, what
supporting.
I'm saying is I will root for the Nets.
Really.
Yeah, like I want them to win. I think it's cool. It's good for the city. It'd be great to have, winning basketball in the city.
You're right there. Yo.
But I can't put the hat on, bro.
You're right there, yo.
know what I
You
mean?
wearing the colors?
Oh, we live in Brooklyn now.
Son, I live in Miami.
It's still
bro.
early enough for me to bandwagon. I'm Team New York. New York all day, baby.
Yeah, you grew up in Brooklyn.
I mean, it is
Nah,
stupid
Queens.
to have this loyalty
Yeah,
to like
yeah,
a
fuck
team.
that.
Like,
Fuck that.
Yeah, like how
At
did
least
you
you're
earn
still.
my
You
loyalty?
could be loyal to New York.
Real
You're
talk.
a New Yorker.
you really want to make
True.
the Knicks better? You abandon them.
Whoa.
Be a Nets fan.
Whoa, that's
3
heavy.
years.
That's
3
heavy,
years.
bro.
Nah, bro.
3 years. If the Knicks don't get
Bro.
it together, you're good.
You never
All right,
seen
fine.
ET,
You're seeing
bro?
other people.
I'm that easy. You know what I mean? I'm that easy.
Let's go.
Yeah, you
Let's
can
go.
steal
Let's
me.
Buy some of them season tickets, man. Let's
For
go.
what? We can't even watch a fucking game, bro.
Now you can get them probably real cheap.
That's a good point, bro. Always looking for the deal.
That is
bro.
some Brooklyn shit, though. That when they finally have the squad, everyone wants to see.
We won't
you
even
can't
be
go
able
to
to see
games.
it, bro.
That
Ugh.
shit sucks.
Dude, they would be selling out, man. Imagine there was
my
no corona right now.
God.
That's what I'm saying.
Talking
Get in
it
now.
down.
Because aren't you locked in at a price?
He's right. He's right.
Wait, what do
I
you
don't know
mean?
if you locked in at a price, but you're locked into first option.
Mm.
So like basically, if you're a season ticket holder, not only do you get the playoff tickets, the first option, but every year they call you like, would you like to re-up your seats? Yeah. Would you like to do that? So we could essentially get in there. My Carl Lentz was my hookup, but I don't know if that's going to happen anymore.
Son, you a wild boy.
He might get me front row to Mecca. But nah, but he used to be my Nets hookup, man. Fuck. Come on,
You get
Carl.
Jets tickets. They got that Muslim coach they just hired, Robert Saleh.
Son,
yo.
the Jets, bro, we got to talk about Robbie's joke, bro. Robbie
Son,
Slovic.
great.
Did
Goat
he send
joke.
you the joke?
Goat
Robbie
joke.
Slovic is one of the writers on Schulz Saves America. The greatest comedy special to ever hit Netflix in Netflix's history. Okay,
Beautifully directed.
unbelievably directed.
Shit.
Okay,
Fucking
now
editing is
Robbie,
superb.
I gotta get this. Robbie texts us a joke. Okay, he sends it to the group.
Yeah.
Mark, do we have it?
God damn it. All right.
Now, set up what happened with
So the New York Jets
yeah.
hired the San Francisco 49ers defensive coordinator. He's a good coordinator. His name is Robert Saleh. Black, but also the first Muslim NFL head coach
Yeah.
So
in history.
yeah, so he's coaching for the New York Jets, right? And Robbie just texts us immediately after the news breaks. He goes, hope it goes better than the last time Muslims teamed up with Jets in New York.
So good. So good.
That's good.
So
That's
good.
good.
Fire.
That is
Fire.
an amazing joke,
Yeah.
bro.
Fire.
And he's like, no, I got a new podcast coming out in a month. I'm going to drop it there. I'm like, Robbie, what are you doing, bro? I literally was so angry that he didn't tweet it. I texted him this morning. I said, have you said the joke on any Twitter or anything like that? You know, I was like, can I tell people the joke on the podcast today?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, fine. You can do it. But that's a good fucking joke.
Great.
And then we went on this like long, we basically got right back into the writer's room. We're like, how can you say this without getting in trouble? Like, could you get away with that joke? I think that's okay, right? Maybe a
think
little
so.
backlash.
I think you're
so.
fine.
That's clever
I think enough
enough.
time has gone by and it's clever enough.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good joke.
You could literally, what I was saying,
People
one
would get
option-
offended, but more people would be like, that shit is good.
I was saying another options you could do is like have the information and then quote tweet the tweet that says first Muslim head joke.
Yeah.
And you could literally just write Muslims, period, Jets, period, New York, period. The joke writes itself. Like if you really wanted to remove yourself from any like kind of cosign or whatever.
Yeah.
Nah, but his joke is too good.
Oh, it's so
the
good
joke
though.
Put the
How do you
joke
not
out.
let that go?
So good.
Come on, Robbie. Pussy. Light
Yeah.
that shit up, Robbie.
What you got to lose, Robbie? You were behind the camera of the special.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on, Robbie. Get it out there. Anywho, what else we got, guys?
All right, guys, we're going to take a break real quick so I can save you some money because that's what I do. It's a pandemic. Mad businesses are shutting down. A lot of us are struggling. Well, one of the easiest ways to save money is a one-step process that will stop wasting money. And one of the main places you're wasting money is insurance. Luckily, now there is Policy Genius. Policy Genius is a service that can save you up to $1,055 per year in a matter of minutes. All you have to do is head to policygenius.com, answer a few quick questions about yourself and your property, and then Policy Genius will do the rest. They compare rates from over 30 top insurers, from Progressive to Nationwide to even who knows else, probably some mom and pop stuff. But the point is they find you the lowest quotes and the best policy for you, and then you save money. It is one website that you visit to save money for as long as you have insurance, which is probably the rest of your life. Find out why they have 1,600 five-star reviews on Google and Trustpilot, guys. Go to policygenius.com right now. Actually, after the show. Now let's get back to that.
This is my prediction for the inauguration. Absolutely nothing is going to happen.
I agree.
Nothing. Okay?
Why say that?
Those
You think the
motherfuckers
music's
not
hyping
doing
it up?
shit.
You think they're hyping it up?
They hyping it up. They not doing shit. They got out their system.
They said they found someone that like.
They ain't
don't
doing
think that's true.
shit. Nothing gonna
There
happen.
might be one or two people, but they'll get caught. Nothing gonna happen. Nothing.
Nobody's getting
That's how I think,
storms.
too. I feel
Son, they
like-
got the whole army in DC. They don't want the smoke.
They do not want to smoke.
Nah, bro.
25,000 National Guard. Yeah.
Nothing happening.
That's
What?
crazy. Just the amount of military that they have in
It's
DC
sad
right
that
now.
we need that.
And why they got pictures of them sleep?
Why are they sleeping so much?
Yeah.
All of them are sleeping all at the
They
same
don't got
time.
shit to do.
Well, take a picture standing up and then go to sleep.
Exactly.
Where's the
Why
PR from the army? Like, that's how you get invaded when it looks like you just sleeping the whole time.
Yeah.
That's why they broke into the Capitol in the first place. The fucking security guards probably sleep.
That's true.
They
That's
post
true.
pictures of them sleeping, bro. Trojan horse.
Bro, unbelievable.
Did you see the footage that I think the New Yorker put out? They had a journalist that went in to all the, like, into the chamber and like all this shit
While the
siege, like the storming the Capitol or whatever, like was happening,
Shit,
and
I
they
would've
filmed
called
that shit,
myself
So the New York
journalist,
Post?
too.
bro.
Nah, they part of
the
that
New
shit.
Yorker.
They
That shit
part
was
of that
so
shit.
funny, bro.
If you go in with them, you part of it.
That's
I say
what
I'm a
happened?
journalist.
Yeah,
That's what I
fuck
say.
that,
If
y'all.
anybody stop me, but go
but
on.
it's just so funny. Like he's filming all these people. They're like going through like the binders on the desk, and they're like, "Yeah, I think this is what Ted Cruz wants us to do." And they're like saying shit like that. They're like going through. They're like, "Yeah, like this is what Trump wants." Like they're like having like a little like chit chats with each other.
They know
Like,
about binders, bro. What the fuck they know about the information in there?
literally, they open up one and they're like, "Look, Ted Cruz is gonna sell us out the whole time." And then they go, "Oh no, he was opposed to the bill." And they go, "Oh yeah, he's still with us. He's still with us."
These people are sad.
It's just
bro.
random dudes like
I
talking
feel
shit.
bad, bro.
But that's why also what are they gonna do with the inauguration? What are they gonna prove? Like, what's the point of them proving?
I don't know.
Like,
None
he's
of this
still
shit
gonna
makes
be
any
in.
sense to me.
I do
These
think-
are losers that
It's
need
the
something
Chris
to
Rock
do,
joke
bro.
too. If you never have a black vice president because you know what I mean. Like if you shoot him, you just have the black president. You shoot Biden,
Yeah.
now you got your fucking worst nightmares
that's a good
president.
point.
The most liberal black female.
Oh, you think
Fuck
Biden?
out of
Biden
here?
just did that for protection.
Oh, that's a smart ass move,
Oh,
yo.
that's a smart move.
That's
Smart
smart,
move.
right?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna pick who they hate more than me.
Because when Obama first got elected, I thought he was getting murked.
Immediately, right?
Yeah.
I was scared when he was giving a speech. I was like, all right, he said it,
Yeah.
he said it. You know what I mean? Like, he was up there for like 45 minutes giving this beautiful
fucking
speech.
stuttering and shit. It's like, hurry up,
Let's
bro.
go!
Like, why are you taking all these big
Yeah.
pauses,
It's
bro?
written right
yeah,
there. You can't
keep
read it.
moving,
Or
speak
Martin
through.
Luther King that you not about to
Yeah,
disrespect
yeah.
Obama.
Why not?
Wow.
Motherfucker was up there like 5-year foreign, bro. Like, God bless America.
That's why I had to look around. He out there like 5-year
Yeah.
floor. He hit fucking.
Nah,
Come
son.
on, bro. No, that was terrifying. He just
Yeah.
had the little plexiglass stopping him.
I do think that this plays well for Biden though,
Okay.
because I think that it'll be a lot smaller. Because like they have like the wall built to like around the
Oh,
like
now they build
inaugural
walls.
thing, Yeah. But like they built the whole wall around like the inauguration, like where they do it at the Capitol.
Okay.
And like they're doing like it's a smaller thing, like
Yeah.
the attendance is super limited.
Why don't they just do it inside?
Should've
It's
zoomed.
cold.
Why they
It's
got
90
bands?
years
They
old.
always do it outside.
Why they got bands? They got bands, yo. They got music.
People are performing?
Yeah.
Yeah, J-Lo's pulling up.
Mad
Performing
performances.
what?
Lady Gaga's pulling up.
Demi Lovato, right?
Why do they singing? Why do we care?
Because it's still the
It's
change.
just what
It's
happens,
just
huh?
history. It's just a change of a
Nah,
president.
bro.
Nah, it was history.
Lock it up.
and
Get
with
back
Barack.
to Corona.
Is history with Trump? It ain't history with Biden. Lifetime politician, old white dude. Ain't no history.
Yeah, it should be one handshake.
Yo. Cut out the fucking musical performance.
They got to treat it like a Craigslist deal. That's what they got to do.
That's
Go to
it.
a lit parking lot.
Go to Starbucks.
shake hands. All
Then
right,
we
you
out of
got
here.
it.
This is
All
a
right.
PS5. This is a 700.
Uh-huh.
Done.
See you later.
We don't need Demi Lovato singing a fucking song about how she used to be skinny.
Oh my god.
Okay? No. This is why are we having this? This is so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
J-Lo is gonna dance.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Let me
Well, I
ask
don't know
you,
if they-
it wasn't a president that
Oh
you
She's
my God.
50 years old.
If they do
Nah,
Super Bowl
she's still
2.0, if they run that shit back.
batty.
Wait, what?
If they do the Super Bowl
Shakira better
performance,
bring her ass out.
Yeah.
Save her like
If
last
they
time.
do-
No, I'm okay with
Yeah,
that.
right?
If
Like-
it was a president that you actually wanted, would you be like, yes, bring out all?
No.
everything else? No,
I don't
all-
care.
it doesn't matter.
Yo.
Stop paying these people with our
Let's
money.
go. We gotta go. Like we got shit to do. Like
It's a
don't.
virus. It's a
We're
pandemic.
in the middle of
Yeah.
a pandemic. We gonna have a fucking what is it called? Oscars? No, what is it called?
Fucking Golden
Grammys?
Globes, bro.
Golden Globes,
Yeah.
Grammys. We're gonna do the Grammys for the inauguration.
I'm not watching Joe Biden sniff J-Lo's wig. You know what I mean?
Actually,
I
I
don't
would
want to deal
like
with
to
that.
watch that. That'd be pretty sick.
I'll be like-
But in all seriousness, like, what are we doing out here? You can't celebrate when there's shit to do, right?
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned,
You
if I
got
see a
shit to do.
politician celebrating anything, you need to get shot.
Come on, son.
Yo.
I'm sorry, it's your
Allegedly or
birthday.
You need to
something.
get a
I'm sorry,
shot of the
it's your birthday.
vaccine. You need to get a
Oh,
shot
that-
of the vaccine,
Yeah, 'cause
guys.
you're getting older every year on your birthday.
Exactly.
It's your birthday.
Vaccines are very important.
Don't celebrate your birthday.
Right,
Get the
you're right.
vaccine.
No, you don't need to get shot, but you need to be put in prison or something like that. You need to be like, why are you celebrating? Do something. Isn't it their job to do shit?
Son, you got a job to do, bro. Ain't no
Unbelievable.
celebrating. You just got here.
Unbelievable.
I'm celebrating you got here.
Yeah.
No, you've been here. Wasn't even that big of a move.
And we gotta watch Biden stumble through all the fucking vows and shit.
Nah,
that
they
we
could
gotta
have
do.
him doped up, bro. He could kill that shit.
You think so?
Yeah, like he fucking ran out last time when he won the election.
Yeah,
He
light
broke
jog.
his foot. The guy's gonna hobble out to the damn podium.
I think
Ozzy, when he talks, he's just squinting all the time, like you can't see that.
He got a
bothers the
cataract,
shit
yo.
Out of me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It does. It is a little bothersome.
Akash, you
It
think
just seems like
Kamala's
you don't know
gonna
what
hit
he's
that?
saying. Like,
Hold on,
Hit
one
the
conversation at a time. What is
You
it?
can ignore that one.
What is
with his hands like this.
Son, nah, I think Kamala, she gonna
Alex
hit
is
them
being
moves. son.
racist. Alex is being racist towards
Yeah, I know,
Indians.
bro.
Andrew,
How's
can you
that
be funny,
racist?
please?
Stop.
Andrew, can you be
What?
funny or racist, please?
How is that
What is
racist?
Kamala gonna do?
Yeah.
At the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear a little?
If I know Indian women, probably be a pain in the ass to jump on. How long do we got to be here for this? What's going on? Why is it all about you?
I like the color of his house. Why? It's so boring.
The floors.
No, in all seriousness, this whole thing is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let's go. Power switched over. Done.
Done.
And
Get
not
outta here.
especially
Fucking
because
party?
Trump's not even gonna be there.
That's pussy.
He can't even do
Pussy.
half the inauguration shit.
Wait, why was Trump supposed to hand him the?
I think they like do a handshake. The
Yeah,
first lady
Yeah,
comes
they dap
through.
it up. They dap it up real quick.
They do the peaceful transition.
What a
They go,
loser,
yo, keep it
Yo,
moving.
that guy's a pussy, bro.
He's a
Trump
fucking
is
loser.
Pussy,
What do you think
bro.
he's doing on inauguration? If you're Trump, what do you do on inauguration day?
He can't even tweet, dog. He's gonna be going
know.
crazy because
think
normally
so?
he just tweets when he's upset, gets it all out. Now he can't do nothing.
Just
He,
beating the shit out of Barron or
he could be on
something?
Parlor, nobody watching.
Just smacking Barron around way up here. Fucking 8 feet tall.
Yo, if
He's
you
gonna try to find a way to make a statement, like during the inauguration. Like if I was Trump, I would make all the attention on me. Like I had something to say.
Oh,
while-
steal the attention.
yeah.
but how?
What do you mean?
Oh, I would do his own inauguration.
I'll do another
that's-
inauguration.
I'm talking about a coup. I think I'm talking about a coup.
Yeah, I think you're saying a coup. So he's gonna re-inaugurate himself.
Yo.
That's actually not a bad move.
Hilarious.
That's kind of-
That's actually not a
I'm
bad
here
move.
for 4 more years. That's what he should do.
Yeah, at
That's
Mar-a-Lago.
kinda fire.
But who's gonna air it? CNN, probably these fucking.
Fox.
They're definitely going to, because haven't they like lacked news stuff since Trump and
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they will never acknowledge. They
Yo.
got this guy elected just
Yo.
as much as anybody else.
Oh my god.
Because they need
it drives
him.
me crazy.
They need him. They love when he goes crazy.
It
Yeah.
drives me absolutely crazy that they could like take a moral. They could take like the what is it called, the moral high
Moral high
ground?
ground.
They could like take
Yeah.
the moral high ground like after the presidency is over, like Twitter banning him and all these other like alt-right supremacist groups. It's like you built them, you fucking bitch.
Yeah.
That fucking bitch, Jack Dorsey. You built these up. You profited off of it.
Yeah.
You let him tweet on it every single day. And now when it's a problem, you go, oh, we need to fix this. You knew it was going to be a problem. You saw people tweeting about it. You know every single tweet. When somebody tweets something a little too fucked up, don't they block it? They block my
true.
stand-up videos when
Bro.
I make a joke.
If I was some alt-right dude on Twitter, I'd be so insecure if I didn't get blocked.
Yeah, so
what I
you
mean?
weren't trying hard.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
not racist enough.
There's got to be one that's like, what the fuck? I was doing it every day, fucking clan hoods,
That's
every
how I
day.
would feel
Nah,
if
I heard they would brag about that shit.
What?
Yeah,
They would be
their
like,
shit.
yo, I had 20 pages blocked and shit like that.
That's the teardrop. They just get one little Twitter bird on their eye.
On their eye. But yeah, it's just like all these guys that are so baked into it. It's just, you're so fucking corny to me.
When Trump was running, he was a joke. And then he kept getting more and more coverage because CNN and all these other news outlets would say every crazy thing he said, they'd give it all the coverage in the world. And that's how he reached people.
Bro, during his rallies, they would just air them. They would just air an hour-long rally.
Trump
Just
people
like,
ratings, so you fed it. That's
Yeah.
it. You fed your own beast. And now you can't control
And now
it.
they're like, oh, this is dangerous. You
Yeah.
knew it was dangerous.
You knew.
You knew every single thing. And you know what they're going to come for next? I bet you they start coming for podcasts.
well, that's the dumb part.
I
Is they're
bet you they
they're like,
start
oh, this
coming for
podcaster, oh, they had Ben Shapiro on their podcast. It's like you had Trump and whoever else that you hate on CNN nonstop. You were
Oh.
filming him for hours, just not even with backlash or counterpoints, just filming him.
You're talking about the news organizations that are calling out podcasters.
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay, let's talk about this in two different worlds, right? One, we'll talk about the news organizations calling them out and the hypocrisy there, and then we'll also talk about big tech potentially censoring podcasts for misinformation. But first, call out the news organizations because exactly what you said is true.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. It's like you showed up to his rallies with a camera that has a direct feed to your news network.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you're saying we need to silence him because his rhetoric is dangerous. The rhetoric that you sold advertising on,
Made millions of
you
dollars.
fucking bitch.
Yeah. And on a podcast,
fucking
you can go
bitch.
you can go back and forth. Like I think Trump on a podcast, if you believe that Trump's rhetoric is dangerous, I think Trump on a podcast is the best way to have him because you can challenge him, have counterpoints, interview. His interviews with people that pushed him were the best interviews.
Yes.
But just putting him at a rally with all these people cheering him on, if you're like an undecided voter, you're like, oh,
They
people seem to like
exposed
this
him.
guy.
Every interview where he had that was unfiltered exposed the con, right? Like, and you got tons of news coverage on it afterwards where people said, see, this is what we've been pointing out. Right? 100%. When you just expose him in his vacuum, speaking to the people that support everything in that vacuum,
Thousands of people in a field cheering him on.
you make him look like a fucking deity.
Yep.
You are responsible for this.
They
The
like
balls on them.
And if you're a borderline Trump supporter and you see all these other people supporting him,
Shit.
how much easier is it to go to that side? I'm not alone. I'm not a freak if I like Trump.
Yeah, it's
This
all
guy's
these normal
popular.
people
He
cheering
must
him
be
on.
saying something that's got truth to it.
Yeah, they built the cult of personality.
they definitely help build it, without a doubt, right? They
And then they
definitely-
have I think that's the thing, is the gall to come back and say that podcasts and
on.
people that are willing to have on controversial figures.
Oh, wait. Are they calling out the people they're competing with now?
Yeah.
Oh,
I missed this.
That's-
What
Yeah, I
podcast are they
didn't-
calling out?
Yeah, set
Yeah,
this up. I didn't hear that.
So I mean, they do this all the time, but like this is I think actually the Rising we're talking about. I think Sagar was talking about it, but basically the AP put out some article suggesting that podcasts.
AP is the Associated Press.
Yeah, yeah.
This is just for anybody listening.
Yeah.
So basically, it is a news network that's supposedly unbiased, and it just gives you the news.
Yeah.
Right.
And they put
I think
out.
AP is actually pretty reasonable.
I've known them to be pretty objective.
They're normally good, and I think the headline was a little bit more salacious than the actual like body of the article. But basically, what the headline was is that they were suggesting that these people were getting censored and banned off of platforms, but they're still able to use podcast portals as a way to reach their audience. And they're talking about like what they would call "quote unquote" radical alt-right conservative like commentators. And they say these people are dangerous and they have dangerous rhetoric that
and are
cause
spreading misinformation.
misinformation.
And misinformation is key because that's what you can use as a rationale for blackballing someone or removing someone from a platform.
Right. So yeah, they get banned off Twitter, but they're able to then just have a podcast and use some RSS feed and then push their podcast out.
And for our safety,
Yeah.
we need to silence those voices. Now, these things are very different than having a Twitter and a Facebook and a podcast because you're not interacting directly with your podcast host, right? Like on Twitter, you can galvanize and organize people and say and
Right.
communicate and say, this is where we're going to meet. Facebook is incredibly effective for this. Well, create these groups
Yeah,
and
it's a
share
forum.
information. Podcast is literally an album. You're listening to it for 2
Yeah, but
hours
you can do
every
live
week.
shows at the podcast.
Say again?
You could do podcast live shows.
You can communicate to people, but they can't communicate back to you and to each other.
Right.
And I think that's where there's a little bit of a discrepancy and where things are a little safer. But continue.
So the article is like, I think there were some people that were like, quote unquote, legitimate dangerous forces that were like calling to kill people, and then were using podcasts as a avenue to do it. And so in like, this is the tricky part with any type of censorship, is that in the reasonable cases, it seems like a good idea. But then the question is, where does it stop and who controls where the line's drawn?
Yeah.
And no one has an answer to that, which is why people get anxious. But like, if you're like, oh, should we stop child predators from having podcasts to talk to each other? Everyone's like, yeah, of course. Should we stop people that are trying to kill politicians, blah, blah, blah? Yeah, probably.
We should. And then you hear a conversation that we have on here.
And they go, oh,
where I say
technically,
politicians should get shot in the head. And then all of a sudden, they're calling for their fans to murder politicians.
Yeah.
And now they have the right to potentially wipe us off.
Yeah.
It sucks. This is the overcorrection that often happens when there's any censorship.
Yeah.
But I do think podcasts will be the next thing that they come for. And it's absolute bullshit. And the fact that news organizations that have propped these motherfuckers that they say they hate up and made so much money off them. Like we're talking about, nobody's made more money than CNN off of Trump.
True.
Nobody.
Very true.
I mean,
Fox
that-
News included.
Fox, I don't think Fox, because I think what often happens is you make more money when the opposition is in office.
Fox News made
Yeah,
more
but
money
they
when
had
Barack
their
was in
best
office.
ratings of all time. Like,
They would have even better ratings, I imagine, if...
you think people hate watching?
Yes. No, wait, because you want to watch to shit on. So when the person is in power, you're watching to shit on. So CNN's killing it because the person in power is not aligned with their politics. So you're shitting on that person and they're giving you reasons why you hate them. Hey, feed me more reasons why they're stupid. Feed me more reasons. I don't like this guy. Tell me why. That's essentially what those new
You're
organizations.
just stewing on your loss for 4 years.
But they're both
Side
making
that one
tons
is
of
like,
money.
we won.
Yeah, and Fox is just stewing on like liberals' response to the loss.
Exactly.
And so it's like,
So they-
AOC said
yeah.
this thing, blah blah blah, and then they just galvanize the people around.
They
that.
create their villains and
Yeah.
then they just sell their bullshit to them.
But couldn't an out for any podcaster just be like, anything I say on here is in fact is just my opinion, and you're just safe.
So you could do the Bill O'Reilly excuse and the Hannity excuse, which is we're just entertainers. We're not a news organization, even though Fox's slogan is literally the truth.
Yeah, real
Something
news.
crazy
The
like
no
that.
spin zone is
The
Bill
no
O'Reilly.
spin, exactly. And then their pussy asses, once they were called out, started just calling themselves entertainers. Now, we're entertainers. No, but in all, we've never claimed to be anything else.
Right.
It's a comedy podcast.
Yeah.
You know, it was a sports podcast. We couldn't even be consistent with that. But the point is, it's absolutely hypocritical for these motherfuckers to make all this money and suddenly start silencing people. And maybe the reason they're silencing them, you heard me start to glizzy up.
Yeah, right.
You had an Obama.
I might have had one. I had an Obama moment. It's your fault.
You sound like Patrick Mahomes right now.
But it's just so fucking infuriating, man. You are silencing your competition. You're taking advantage of a moment to silence your competition. That's what I see. They see that podcasts have way more influence than these news organizations, and they see that so many more people are listening to maybe right-wing conservative podcasts. What's the guy's name?
Stephen Crowder.
Crowder.
Yeah.
Crowder. Way more people are probably watching him than are watching
guess
some
on-
fledgling CNN show.
Bro, I think during election night, his live stream
Was watched more than CNN's?
I think it was like competitive. I think it was like CNN, another one, and then like his. His was like the
Who is
third. Stephen Crowder. He's like a Republican like news commentator.
But
Yeah.
there are some that are pretty, like there's one called like the Daily Shoah, which is Holocaust. Shoah means Holocaust, so the Daily, so that's like,
Whoa.
There's no doubt that there's super fucked up ones that we can get out of here. There's no question.
so that's where it gets tricky is, okay, that seems reasonable to me that you would get rid of a podcast called the Daily Holocaust.
Yes.
But like, then where's the line? If you're going to get rid of those, how do you know when the end is?
What I'm saying is I think that these organizations are going to use this as an excuse
get out
to
the
wipe out
competition?
some competition.
That's fair.
And it sucks, man.
Yeah.
It really sucks because nobody's calling out the fact that they made billions of dollars off of this guy that they supposedly hate.
Yeah.
Like when they were racking in those billions of dollars,
Yeah.
they weren't that fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought Facebook was like a piece of shit platform, super fucked up. And then Mark showed me this analytics of how much money we make a month. And now I think it's a reasonable, social media platform, right? That the world needs.
Yeah.
It's very important. And Mark Zuckerberg's doing an absolutely fantastic job with
He's
it.
doing the God's
Yeah.
work.
He's
doing
literally
God's work.
doing God's work.
God's
So if he needs to go fucking scuba diving or surfing in Hawaii and use tons of SPF on his face,
Yeah.
do whatever you need to do as long as those fucking checks keep coming in.
Thank
Zuck.
you so much.
That's the beauty of not being a news network.
Yeah.
All right, step it up, Twitter. I don't make any money off of you.
At least you're honest. If CNN was like, hey, man, we made a lot of money with this guy, I don't mind if he gets 4 more years.
Yeah.
Bet.
I would love that.
Bet.
Isn't it refreshing when these motherfuckers just tell you the truth?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
None
You know
of them
what the
are
actual
honest.
end game is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the devil you know.
It's just, I don't know. Maybe I just see like fraudulence
Yeah.
in someone and I know it's there.
Yeah.
And it just drives me fucking crazy when they won't admit it. Like, you ever catch someone in a lie and you're just like, motherfucker,
Yeah.
just tell me the truth.
Yeah, it's up.
It's the jig, what is it called? The jig is up.
Yeah.
It's I get it. I see it. And if you told me the truth, I wouldn't even be that mad. But now you insulted my intelligence
Yeah,
by trying
that's
to
when I'm
continue to
upset.
lie to me.
Yeah. That's when I'm upset.
I think I'm back to shooting them, bro. I think I'm gonna shoot 'em. I think I'm back. I think I might be back. I don't know. Maybe it's a hard job.
Maybe.
Maybe it's a hard job being a politician. I don't see it as being that hard.
It's hard.
Is it? You need no skills
I don't
to do
believe
it.
it.
No.
You're representing.
AOC was making margaritas.
I know,
Yeah,
but you're
bro.
representing a bunch of people. You gotta please everybody and try to keep your job at the same time. It's like you can never do the right thing.
I would never do it because I don't think that like that's how you actually make change. I think you make actual change way more effective when you can affect culture itself, not through legislation. But
Nah, you could affect change with legislation. Like, you
Yeah,
can't-
but I think you first need to like get the people on your side, and then you get legislation.
You're more disruptive outside the system, and then the system responds. MLK, perfect example.
Exactly.
But then he didn't make any change until he
What?
started working within the system.
Right, but he changed the culture enough for the people to want it.
Gotcha,
Like
gotcha,
you look at like a book like Uncle Tom's Cabin. Harriet Beecher Stowe wrote this like really graphic novel about slavery. And before that, up in the North, people had this kind of like idyllic look about slavery. They're like, oh, it's not that bad. It's just like, yeah, they're working together and everything's kind of cool. And, you know, isn't it nice? You get to work and have a place to live and eat. And then she's writing this novel about them getting like whipped and bleeding and families torn apart. And people are like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And you really see that people in like the abolitionist movement at that time start to get galvanized.
Yeah.
So it's like, I want to do that stuff.
Gotcha. I hear what you're saying.
And then you make the legislation that we disrupted into place. You could get all the credit if you want as like a senator for making the legislation. I don't give a fuck. But you do what I do.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? You do what we create. You're not going to impose on us. Because every time they impose shit on us, without us wanting it, we reject.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why they got to trick us into all these wars and shit. Like every single war you got to trick us into. You know what I'm saying? You saw Vice.
Yeah.
How can they trick us into going to Iraq?
Yeah.
How can they trick us into going to Vietnam? How can they trick us into going to World War II? You got to get us on board with whatever policy you want to change.
Yeah, the Vietnam rationale was just so fucking weird.
Son,
If they become communists, that'll start a domino effect, and then everybody will become communists. And then we're
Dominoes is
alone.
fun, bro. You never
Yeah.
played
That's
Dominoes?
super fun, bro.
It's a great game,
I
bro.
heard Domino Effect. I'm like, that sounds like a great time.
Son, we go to Miami.
Yeah.
We playing Dominoes.
Cigars
baby.
on a fedora. You know what I mean?
can't
Like,
wait.
yeah, it's gonna be sick.
I can't wait. Chocolatas and all.
Anyway, any other takeaways with that? With what's essentially happening?
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly what you were saying. It's just going to be tricky when, like, obviously the bad things should go, the good things should stay, and like the fucking rest of the world's in the middle. You know what I mean? Like, the hard conversations about like life that are like insensitive, but are like intellectual conversations. Like, should they get banned? Should they not?
I don't think so.
Hopefully, the technocratic demagogues that run our world will see it the way you see it.
Well, here's the thing. If we're talking about the technocratic demagogues, I don't
What
know if
is
we
that?
spoke about this.
Fucking tech lords that run
Yeah,
all this
Jeff
shit.
Bezos
Okay,
and all these
okay,
motherfuckers. You know, Zuckerberg, all these guys.
Gotcha.
So this is an interesting thing that's happening in the world. And I don't know if we've spoken about it on this podcast. Maybe we've spoken on Patreon. But like America, okay, so you heard about like Jack Ma, right?
Yes.
And the billionaire Jack Ma is the richest
Crazy.
guy in China. I think we maybe spoke
Yeah,
about it
we
on
spoke
Flagrant a little bit, right? And how he was just ghosted for like 2 months.
yeah.
Right? Apparently he's still alive, but I don't know if motherfuckers really heard from him like that. But they basically removed him from his seat at Alibaba, which is like the biggest, it's like Amazon there. We spoke about this with the drop shipping and everything like that. But China is going through the same thing America's going through. Only they're reacting to it as a totalitarian regime would react. They're going, yo, you're not going to have more control than us. We're the government. And America is reacting to it the way America would act. Oh, I'm sorry, big business? Do as you wish.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys want to cancel people off your platforms, even though it might technically be a violation of free speech or whatever? By all means. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm cool with motherfuckers getting taken off these platforms that are just absolute assholes. I don't need a daily Holocaust show.
Yeah.
That being said, some people might fight for free speech.
Yeah.
You agree that there should be some, or you believe there should be some
I just think
limitations?
it's tough because you have to look at each situation as each situation.
Son, imagine being the guy who's like, I want to talk about how the Holocaust didn't exist every day. Free speech.
Yeah.
What an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, you are ruining it for everybody.
Yeah, it's just also mad boring. Like, find a new topic.
What is this?
How many times can you say this didn't happen?
Every day.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Every day.
Isn't there a metaphor for this? There's a metaphor for this. Like, when people take advantage of the situation, it's like your parents go, okay, you don't have a curfew. And then you, like, every night stay out till 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Your parents are like, why are you making me impose laws, you
Yes.
fucking asshole?
Yes.
Why are you making... Now I got to impose laws on the whole family because you need to take advantage of the freedom that I gave you.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, that's a lot of pointing at me, bro.
But
That's
you-
about that honeymoon.
I know.
No, but y'all know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right? Like, how do we articulate that feeling? Is this...
Yeah, it's like a free ridership. Like everyone else has to. You basically make the rule. You break the not real rule to then make the rule. You know what
Now
I mean?
you're forcing me to make the rule.
Yeah. There should be no law against rape. You know what I mean? You just shouldn't rape. Like, it shouldn't, like, you know what I mean? Everyone should just know that you shouldn't do that. But then enough people are doing it, like, God damn it, we got to make this a fucking
These
law.
motherfuckers trying to rape on a technicality. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Yeah.
You're 100%. Like, you should just not fuck young girls.
Yeah. Then
Right?
they had to make it a law.
And now some people are out here at high schools just lurking around and we're like, are we serious? Yeah. We got to literally make a rule that says you're not allowed to sleep with these girls. You're going to make us do this.
Yeah.
That's who you are. That's the Daily Show. That's these other fucking You're the people, the reason why we have don't rape people laws.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Same thing. We don't need these things. We don't need don't murder.
Yeah.
We don't need it.
Yeah.
Because none of us are going to walk around murdering. We're going to walk around going, motherfucker, I would kill you if I wasn't crazy. If I was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's like reasonable voices on the left and right that are trying to have discussion. But if you are having a discussion that people see as potentially dangerous, then you get got.
And you know what's unfortunate is that like the left and right will never be able to see each other for who they really are and how they really feel as long as those extremes exist.
Yeah.
Because, and we spoke about it in Schulz Saves America, right? The opposition will always paint, right?
Yep.
The other side as their worst case scenario.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. So like to the average Republican, the average left-wing person is Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
They're not just a little bit left of center. They're AOC.
Yeah.
Even the extreme case, a socialist is a communist.
Is
like, you know what I mean? Like, this guy wants to take away your freedom.
Yeah, they want to make us the USSR, bro. They want us lining up for bread. Like, yeah.
And the opposite, right?
Yeah.
So like to the average like left-wing person.
You can't just be a Trump supporter because you don't like high taxes.
That's it.
You have to be a racist. You are a racist if you support Trump in any way, shape, or form. And it's like, I don't think that's necessarily true.
No. I mean, you don't care about minorities. Not enough to pay that much in taxes. That's all it is.
And if you knew as few minorities as I know and made as much money as I did, you would see where I'm coming from.
You know what's mad funny? Because just today, the guy from Florida, he said,
Mark.
What's that? No, I think Scott.
Rick Scott?
Yeah, Rick Scott.
Yeah, Skeletor.
Skeletor looking ass motherfucker. He said, because they're talking about like a bailout for the cities, like a $340 million or $1 billion bailout, so some of these cities can get some money in America. And he's like, why should Florida bail out New York? Like, we don't have anything to do with y'all.
He's right.
And it's reasonable, right? Like, now, don't get me wrong. If some country invades Florida, you gonna want New York to bail out Florida,
Exactly.
right?
Bro, who's going to invade Florida, bro? Who can touch Florida?
Come on, son.
Son, Cuba's been invading Florida
I know.
for a long ass
come on
time.
in, bro.
Yeah, y'all are really.
Yeah, what are
you
you
even have a
talking
policy. You're like, just get here.
Yeah. If you can't beat us, join us. That's what they say. You know, just get
Bro,
on in.
how different is the policy for Cubans versus Mexicans? That is hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know why Mexicans are like trying to jump. Just pretend to be Cuban.
Literally, they're not gonna know the difference.
Yeah.
Literally, pull up, get okay.
Yeah. Get a fucking Cuban shirt or some
How
shit. Like a
fucked
flag.
up is that?
Yeah.
Cubans just need to put a foot on the dry land, and they are American. Mexicans
Oh, that's true.
need to live here legally for 30 years.
Yeah, just show up and they go, "Are you Mexican?" You go, "No, I'm Cuban. I lost my ID."
I just got here through Mexico. I'm Cuban. I got here through Mexico.
Yeah.
No, you're not. Well, how would you know anything about Cuban? Do you know what I mean? What are you, a traitor? You hanging out in Cuba? You're not even allowed to go there.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yo.
Use the racism to your advantage.
Dumbass Mexicans. Y'all could have been coming here so easily.
Yeah, people.
What the fuck is wrong with
people
y'all?
mistaking you guys for different, Hispanic all the time. Like, just use that to be,
That's where pride kills you, bro. Hispanics too proud.
Yeah.
You're coming here with a Mexican flag around your shoulders. Cut that shit out, bro. You are Cuban.
A big ass cigar.
I wonder if that's the plan for some of them. They're like, I'm going to go there. I'm going to pretend to be Cuban. I'm Cuban. They show up. They're like, you Cuban? They're like, Mexican. Fuck. Dude, goddamn. I had this whole plan. Viva la Mexico.
Bro, that's hilarious. Like, you just at the immigration place and like in the background, they just start putting on a Canelo fight. And you're like, well, what's happening over there? I didn't realize Canelo was fighting today.
Bro, that's the trick. They sit you down. They start playing mariachi. And all of a sudden you start dancing. And you're
They
like,
got some
oh,
churros
goddamn.
in the other room with some Nutella. You're like, whoa, wait, what's happening?
Yeah, that's how they get you.
All right. Okay. Well, look, we have a very special guest.
Yeah, we do.
So I think we got to break down not break down, but like stop down for a second and then bring in our illustrious guest. It's been a long time since she's been on the podcast, but we need to have her on for a couple reasons. One, because we miss her, but two, because Alexx and her have a very special announcement. So make sure you guys stay tuned. and we'll be back right after this.
All right, guys, let's take a break real quick and let's talk about a product that honestly I don't love. Why? Because it's taking away one of the only 2 genetic advantages I have ever been given in my life. Number 1, I have green eyes. Let's not talk about how that got here. But I also have a full head of hair. That was the one thing I had on all these dudes with much more testosterone than me, walking around tall, strapping as fuck. I had a full head of hair and they didn't. But now they can keep their hair because of Keeps. Keeps is a drug that helps you stop losing your hair. Mark is already about to get on it. Andrew's been on it for years. It's helped. Andrew was balding when I met him. Truly balding. Not only did he stop balding, he grew his hair back. He grew a little hair back. Mark is literally on his phone looking up the website.
I have perfect hair, but it is a good product.
One of those things is true. Keeps offers generic versions of the only 2 FDA-approved hair loss products out there. You might have tried them before. You probably haven't, but you definitely haven't tried them for this price. This is a prevention medicine, guys. Typically, results take a few months, but I guarantee you it's going to work. And it has more 5-star reviews than any of its competitors out there. So if you want to do it, it's just $10 a month to start, and you can get your first month free. How can you get your first month free? Go to keeps.com/flagrant. That is KEEPS.com/flagrant. Again, guys, makes perfect sense. What do you have to lose? Just go do it. Now let's get back to the show.
And we're back. Like I said, big news, special guest, but big news, okay? Very big news in the podcast world. It looks like all those podcast studios out there in the world are about to go out of business. Okay?
Wait, can I show something first?
What?
Can I show something first?
Oh, if you want to.
Yeah, I want to show you something first.
Oh. Motherfucker act like I don't know how to hype shit. What you should do is shut your mouth and then let me hype shit like I do. I'm good at this hype shit, okay?
Street certified.
Street certified out here. You trying to interrupt? Can I build up some shit first, Al? God
Viral.
damn.
Hey,
Nah, you
hey,
don't like this.
Keep building.
No, but I build up to this.
You know what this is?
I assume it's a highlight reel of what it is. Oh, shit.
You know what they
Did
say
you
when
guys
you
do a
assume
sketch?
shit.
Oh, God. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let's see it.
So underwhelmed already.
No, fuck you.
New York City, August 8th, 2020.
Son, we not doing nothing. This COVID shit is crazy. People got Amazon stores, eBay stores. What the fuck we got going on?
We're doing stuff.
Like what?
I just joined the Black Effect Network, right? Like, I mean, you're a director on Netflix.
Weezy, no one reads the credits. No one.
Oh my God. Oh my God. We're gonna be broke. Dude, oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to shop at Whole Foods anymore. We're gonna be fucked. I'm fucked. I'm gonna have to do my own nails. This is bad. I can't no more Uber. I'm gonna have to fucking ride the bus. Don't even look at me like that. Cause you know what? You're gonna have to drive a Honda. Yeah, you like your Tesla? Well, you're fucked. Because it's not just me. This is fucked. We're fucked. I'm gonna have to clean my own house. I'm gonna have to move to Jersey. No, I don't have to move to Jersey. We'll just become roommates.
We're about to level up. Hold up.
No.
Uber.
No. I mean, I know how to drive men away, but I don't want to drive people around.
Uber Eats.
No. The only thing I'm going to deliver to get eaten is my ass.
What about flat tummy tea? Might be a little too late for that. Fuck.
Dude, I got it.
OnlyFans.
God, I've been waiting for this moment. Okay, so I'm thinking that we'll do like a nice zoomed in shot of my
Hold
face.
up. I got the visuals. You just be a horribly good actress.
Okay.
Like that.
Fuck yes. Oh my God, Alex, this is it right there. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh my God, yeah. Scrunch them though. Scrunch them a little bit tighter.
Yo, what the fuck are we doing? We should be focusing on the talents we already have.
Like what?
And there you have it, WTF Media was born. AlexxMedia and I created an amazing audio and visual experience for high-end podcasting and content creation. We're equipped with state-of-the-art technology, mics, lighting, cameras, even a freaking teleprompter, in case you forget all your words. At our full-scale photography studio, we've got everything you need to have you flexing for the gram, from the lights, backdrops, to even the photographer. Come and visit us in Soho, New York at 265 Canal Street. Book your studio time with us today at WTFmediastudios.com.
Hey. Okay. Y'all
That's
should have
a
let me
great
hype that,
idea.
man. That's a long ass. How long was that shit, bro?
It was 2 minutes. Edit took
Shit.
It took a long time. Shout out to Ed.
It did take a long time. You got that shit right, yo. Hey, fuck,
Bro,
yo.
we didn't roast Alan up for his acting back in the
Yes.
day with the fashion videos. That he thought he could still act.
I felt like he did a really good acting job because we never get to see Alex talk or see him in action. You know, it's always behind the screen.
Yeah,
so.
on purpose.
We see him every single day.
Who?
Yeah.
Got him
All
a
of us, we got
camera.
a whole camera back there.
Yeah, well, I listen. I don't know what y'all be doing. Here's the
Yo,
clips.
I promise everybody at home watching it, the studio's way better than that was.
It is.
Nah,
Raven.
in all seriousness, I like the fact that you guys went for it. That was fire. But more importantly, I like the fact that you guys are doing this business. I think it's
Such
great.
a great
you.
idea. Such a
I think
great
it's
idea.
awesome. Everything okay?
Yeah, I just want to center one of the camps.
Which camp?
Akaash and Weezy's.
Okay.
angle.
The point is, I thought it was absolutely awesome idea. I love that you guys went all for it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm upset Al that he was cheaping out on us and the shit that we need in our studio.
How he cheap out on y'all?
He did. I don't see our little teleprompter shit like that.
You got a
I don't see-
teleprompter.
but nah, we got an iPad. The glitches during the Netflix special was glitching,
And we said
and
we
you
was
had a
gonna-
whole studio you was setting up. You could have taught us how to do it.
Oh no!
I-
Let me tell you
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Your influence on Alex, he be talking to me crazy now. I'm like, this is
That's
that
what I'm
Andrew
talking
shit.
about. That's how
Yeah.
you get shit
Bop,
done.
bop,
No.
That's how
Clean
you get
this,
shit
do this.
done.
I don't need you to do anything. Just fucking clean.
Yo,
I'm like,
also, what the
yo.
fuck does she do, yo?
What do you mean?
You don't need her for this.
Nah.
Yo, you can do this whole shit.
Oh,
You
shit.
see how the
This how
white
you
man,
hype-
how the
You
white
wanna
man
hype-
do
You want to
something.
make hype videos?
Bro.
This how we gonna make hype
thought he
videos.
got better now that we got Taylor
What
in
the
here.
fuck? The question is, what the fuck is Weezy doing on the media?
Alex
That's what the
trained
fuck
me
is.
on the media.
You know how to do all that shit?
I'm like Eden now.
You sitting in,
You ain't finna be here for much longer. You keep saying shit like that.
sorry, Eden, you got this, yo. You got this, Eden.
Nah,
you
shout
got
out to
this.
Eden. He's
We're
helping
very
us.
proud of you, bro. We're very proud of you, man.
No, Alex trained me, so I mean.
So
when
you know
people
how to
come-
run it and shit?
Yeah, so I know how to run the soundboards, record people when they come in, and
Really?
engineer their audio. Yeah.
Whoa.
Son, I didn't
have
know it was
tits and
that
talent
easy,
now.
bro.
Wow.
I didn't know it was that easy to run all this shit. This whole time I was thinking it was difficult because they didn't train me.
Who said that?
She
It's
still,
not easy.
She
Plus,
still got some lessons to go.
Can she run it
Can
by
we sell
herself?
the shit? Damn.
I mean, we gonna keep
Yo, edit
learning.
this shit out. Don't let niggas think
Yeah, but he got to keep a job, too.
son,
You
hey.
can't explain how replaceable he is.
Yeah, that's true. You're really shitting on his whole career.
I mean, no.
You said it's easy.
You
It's
learned
not
this
that-
shit from August 8th to now? Ain't that
press the
hard, yo?
button,
I
Alex
smell a
does
breakup.
the edits.
I smell a breakup, yo.
Motherfucker.
I smell a breakup.
We
yo.
already had our first fight, yo.
What happened?
What was the first fight about?
That'd be first, or you mean?
What happened?
You telling us we don't need a telephone number for a fucking business.
You don't.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
Thank
I agree
you.
with
What
Who's
if,
calling
what
the
if-
phone?
Who's
What's the number of
calling?
Show Studios?
I'm on
Who's
Yeah, what's the
answering
number
this
of Show
shit? I'm
Studios?
on.
Not a, people aren't booking time at your studio.
That's my
That's
point.
fucking right.
So we're a business where people
Yeah.
would need to call. What if someone's out? Look, anyway.
People
I
have questions
hear
about the
it.
business. They got to call.
Nah, actually, you got to call.
Nah, DM me.
She's actually right. I really.
Nah, she's right, yo. You
The
can't have a
booking
business
studio
without
time.
a fucking
Thank
phone
you.
number. Are we flip flopping? We flip flopping.
Yeah, we're
Go.
flip-flopping.
You
We're
can't
on
have a
that.
business without a phone
That's
number.
actually
yo.
really stupid.
Who's fucking
Who's
thinking
picking it
of?
up?
Huh?
We're gonna
Who's
have it
picking
on
it
the
up?
computer.
You can have a
I
Google
know.
number,
you
dude.
fucking retards.
Son, all right, you gonna check the messages?
No, she not
Yes,
because she
it's
don't
on
do
the
shit.
computer.
You got the
Yo,
time to do
you
that
are
shit?
getting fucked, bro. You don't see what's happening right now. I know what's happening right now.
Yo, Alex had me doing shit. I was on
me
a
tell you what.
ladder. I
No,
was
you know
doing
what?
sound
Hey,
You know
panels.
what?
Hey,
This is all
half of
your.
Weezy's getting over on you. That's all. Half of Weezy's getting over on you. You picked the half.
Nah.
Half of Weezy getting over on you right
I
now.
gotta
Be
thank
careful,
you.
Al.
I gotta thank you.
Don't put this on
This
me.
is all you.
Don't put this on me.
I was thinking about doing a studio, and you were like, I think something like this, it would benefit you to get a business partner to help you out.
What'd I say?
Like that, exactly.
I was probably suggesting me.
So I thank you.
No,
This is
how'd I say- yo,
part of
so
your doing.
Can we
son.
say how it happened, how I found out about this? This
Yeah.
shit is the funniust thing in the world.
How? I thought you
This
said you.
This is the funniest thing in the fucking world, right? So We're planning to go to Florida maybe for a few months, right?
Or Texas.
That was our
Or
first flight.
Texas,
Yeah.
right?
That was our first
So
flight.
we plan to go Florida, Texas for a few months, right?
Yep.
I don't know that this motherfucker had been building his goddamn studio for the last few months. I thought he's working like us on Netflix, but apparently he got free time. Okay?
Maybe he didn't have corona at all, yo.
Yeah, I got to check to see if we still got
Well,
all
no,
that
that's the
equipment.
reason we didn't
I gotta
start.
check to see if we
until
got all our
January.
cameras.
This is the all last month.
So no, I'm busting balls.
Yeah.
But so I'm like, yo, this is what we're gonna do. We gotta, get the fuck up out of here if we can. We're very blessed to be able to do something like that. Very blessed. So
Because I'm blessed.
so I come in, I'm like, yo, we're gonna go to Miami. We're gonna go down there for a couple months. So Al is not as enthusiastic as I would think, right? Most of Al's wardrobe is for Miami, right? Al has 3 outfits for New York. He's been wearing the same 3 outfits the last
Friend,
few
you
months.
do
on
love
the
a button
podcast.
up.
But when we go
Son,
down
I do.
south,
I do.
oh my God.
Yo, linens.
Sets it on fire. The
Linens
linens,
galore,
the
bro.
button downs, all different colors.
You already know.
It's
The
miraculous.
Toes will be out.
Taco
That's
meat
the
comes
Puerto
out.
Taco meat.
That's your Puerto Rican shit.
He's true
Hey.
Puerto
His
Rican.
thirst trap IG photos would be just
Through the
fire,
roof,
fire,
dude.
fire.
I think he's going crazy, but it wasn't the level of enthusiasm I was
couldn't
expecting.
understand it either.
Something was off, right? I come in, it's after a weekend. I come in, Al and Mark are a little subdued. I'm like, what's going on? But the Mark gets to move close to where he's from. He should
Yeah.
be talking about how amazing Florida is.
stoked.
What's going on? Al says to me, he goes, yo, you know what? It's tough, this whole Florida shit. Maybe we should go down for 2 weeks. I go, what do you mean maybe we should go
Yeah,
down
also,
for
he
2
said
weeks?
we, which was not a we thing.
Nah,
because-
it was a we
Yeah,
thing.
Mark and I were
Oh
talking.
yeah, he brought
we
Mark
think.
into it, and he goes, "It's so expensive to do this whole move." And then he goes, "Maybe we should do it for 2 weeks or something like that. Just check it out, see if we like it." And I'm like, "Al, that don't even add up. The expensive part
yeah.
is moving down. You mitigate that cost by staying longer. If anything, we should stay longer." And he's like, "No, I don't know about that." I'm like, "Yo, the decision's made. Yo, we're moving somewhere. Okay, I can't eat in the cold no more." I gotta take a shit. Let's go do the podcast. I go take a shit. Like a minute later, Al comes running into the bathroom. Yo, Schulz,
no.
can we talk?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
And that's the best time actually to talk
That's
to him.
how you
He-
get him.
He makes
Yep.
it sound like that's crazy to do. That's super normal to do.
That might be super
He
normal.
takes
to
long
do.
shits.
You
and
like
he's in a-
company when you shit besides your
I don't
phone?
mind it. I don't mind
and he's
it.
in a great mood normally.
And he's in a good mood.
I'm in
He's
a better
locked
mood.
in. Like,
I'm
Feeling
locked in.
light?
Yeah, and he can't move.
So Al is scrambling, right? And I know when Al's scrambling, when he does some shit that I don't know about, because he always blames me. Right? When Al does some shit that I don't
Elaborate.
know
I need to
about,
know. That's my new partner.
Oh yeah, he'll do it with you too. Yeah, I know when Al's on his little adorable manipulative shit. He'll be like, it's the cutest shit in the world. It's so cute. Like it'll be like this. Like, when he knows that he didn't tell me some shit that's gonna disrupt things, it'll be like this. He hit me with this. He'd be like, "Yo, Schulz, you know how you was telling me I gotta start my own thing?" And the funny thing is, he thinks I don't know what he's doing. Like every single time it's the same shit. So I'm like, all right, Al.
Now you're sitting there like, man, I
butter
did
me
tell
up,
you that.
Al. Butter me up
You
to
know
this
you were
thing.
telling me to take a vacation. You know you were saying
Yeah, literally, that's a, yo, you know, you was telling me I gotta start my own shit. I never said that once. We building something. We got plenty of work over here.
Yeah, but you never said. He said, build my shit.
Yeah, build my shit. This is what we gotta do. Me. Okay. So he goes, yeah. So I really like when that shit really motivated me. It like changed my life trajectory. He's really leaning into this shit like it's some fucking Tony Robbins, whatever they call it.
You look under the stall, he's just walking on coals or some shit. You're like, whoa, he's committed.
Yes, exactly. He's like, yo, so we did it. You know, we went out, we built this podcast studio. We're gonna do it. And I'm like, all right, that's dope. Cool.
Yeah.
We still moving to Miami. It is what it is. These decisions have been made, baby.
Well, maybe you should have called. We should have gotten a fight when I was taking the shit.
Why? What happened? What fight y'all get into?
So mind
I thought
you,
you know how to use the equipment.
not until y'all started moving. I was like, oh, we're gonna like.
So what was your original intention?
Well,
Hey, bro,
I mean,
make her earn her money.
Yeah, no, you're welcome to that.
To be
Alex.
clear, the podcast studio is not just. I mean, we have a pod class we're teaching to members, so they don't even have to be in New York. We're gonna help people with remote recordings. Like, it's not just.
Are you gonna teach them how to do remote recordings?
Yes, I've been doing it for my own show. I mean, I had to learn these
yeah.
things by my own equipment. I have another show for fact's sake. I don't do it with someone local. And not to mention, like, I've been podcasting 4 years. I wasn't a celebrity or anything like that. And I had to grow my base organically. Like, I mean, granted, I learned about like YouTube.
Wait,
and
are you a
visuals.
celebrity now?
No. Which is why I need a partner. The
We need to
fuck?
clarify that. Yo. We just had to clarify that. All right, go on.
No, I didn't claim to be one. I was saying like celebrities that start pods don't need to do that much work, right? At all. So yeah. But when you're just like whatever 3,000 followers are on Instagram and people follow me for tits, I'm like, how do I translate the tits to like
views.
Yeah.
And it wasn't OnlyFans, it was podcasting. And I really want to like show people how to do that.
And to
because-
toot your own, to toot your horn, it's hard to get people to care about what you say if they're following you for tits.
It is.
Because usually people who follow people for tits don't want to hear them make a statement. Like,
Shit is so sad sometimes, bro.
Bruh.
I follow these Instagram thoughts
Sound
sometimes,
off.
and they'll be like, "Guys, I have this new thing." And like they'll like come out with something, and people just like,
burn.
like
I
5
want to buy
likes.
your clothes. I want to see you
Yo,
take them off.
it is
right?
hard to do
it's
that.
Very
It is
hard.
very hard.
But once you grow that base, like what do you do? And I think that I've over time, and maybe even up to a year ago, I don't think I could have taught like a class on it. But now I understand.
Are you guys teaching classes on making shitty sketches too?
You know what's crazy about it? I started doing punch up and actually writing shit.
Is that
And
part
I
of it
feel
or
like
not?
the
Did you
FA
start
helper-
writing shit after you filmed that?
Yo, why don't you just call us? Yo, we do this for a living. We would have helped y'all
you know
out.
so-
Would
that-
you were too busy.
Yo, you painting Alex's toenails.
You don't like them?
I don't see you got nice feet, bro.
I
He
got
tried to
nice
say,
feet,
like,
right?
yo,
We
he tried
gotta-
to say
we
you
gotta
got the
keep 'em
toenails
painted.
painted for this.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
lied to us.
Did I
Oh,
had
lies
All
and
your lies
deflections.
and deflections, yo.
Son,
Now I
you're so
understand where your
adept.
mom feels. I
Wow.
understand where she's coming from, bro.
Uh-huh.
That hurt my heart when he tried to manipulate me into being proud of him for leaving what we're doing.
I mean, definitely your inspo because you knew how to like do the studio, except the fucking sound panels. How was I installing sound panels?
I still
You gotta
don't know
do
shit.
something. Weezy.
Yeah, you got to be here for something.
I'm gonna teach a class. Hey, girl, build something.
How do you
work
teach a
here.
class about podcasting? Like, point the mic at you.
Well, I
Talk
mean,
into the
for
mic.
one, right? You guys have a gift where you don't need necessarily a structured outfit.
I got a gift. His
A
name is
lot
Andrew
of
Schultz.
people
Facts.
need outfits, right? You gotta
I got a
have.
gift. He got 1.4 million YouTube subscribers. Let's go.
It's 1.52
Merry
now, but who's
Christmas.
counting? Yo? Who's counting?
Hey,
See,
Merry
you can't
Christmas
teach the
out
class
this bitch.
because you
Happy
already
Hanukkah
talent.
too.
I know. You know, I'm just fucking. Okay. But so I want to let people know if you are in New York City or you're in the surrounding area and you are trying to look for studio space, because a lot of these people you guys went to the competition. We even started an engine room.
Yeah, I mean,
Trash.
Yes.
It sucked.
honestly,
No,
the
it
worst and worst
sucked.
shit got. Like
Yeah.
literally the last place I recorded my audio for one of the most listened to podcasts I had that year was awful. And they were like, oh, next time you refer someone to us, we just won't use that engineer.
So how are you guys gonna not make the mistakes that these places have made through the experiences we've had there?
We're podcasters that built a studio.
Nah, we talk.
And that's a larger difference,
Bars,
right? Like,
yo.
Yeah.
Bars.
people have been watching Alex's videos and yours and seeing that and trying to emulate that. I mean, everything you do that Alexx has created from a visual perspective, people take the idea. Whether they're bigger than you, have more listens than Flagrant, they all take it.
Right.
And I feel like it makes sense to learn to grow your own from someone that's done that. I mean, I would want to, right? Why would I go to a studio with someone who bought a $100 mic and is going to tell me how to do my shit?
So y'all gonna give away all our secrets and not pay us? That's a good business model, yeah.
I mean, I
You
guess
gotta
so.
thank
That's
you,
a
Andrew.
great business.
You gotta
model.
thank
your
you.
secrets are mine,
You gotta
yours.
thank you.
You inspired me to take all the shit that we
Yo.
made and sell it to people.
Truffling, bro. Truffling.
That's a little truffle right there. I wonder who developed that little truffle.
half truffle, dog.
Colonizer energy.
Damn, yo. This motherfucker right here.
That's the half.
That's
Oh,
Stop.
y'all got some good sandwiches over there. We should take them sandwiches and sell them somewhere else.
But you don't have yours to the public.
Yo, rock and roll music's cool, bro. That shit is so dope. You guys
Yo,
making
y'all
rock
don't
and roll
y'all
music.
get what white people do?
No.
No?
I'm
don't
a
get it?
podcast, he does video.
I'm just saying, this is how white people did it. They'd be like, yo, Elvis was doing this rock music.
Yo, we
It
did
could be
not
lit.
take no shit from
Blonde,
Flagrant.
I'm just saying.
Yo.
What
You
did
just
say?
said
You
it.
just said the business model is all the fire y'all
It's
created.
all your
We gonna
insult.
sell them to other shit.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Alexx made
You're right. He
those
did it
clips.
by himself.
No, I mean, it's you in them, but Alexx made it.
We didn't do nothing. You're right. We had nothing to
I'm
do
not
with
going to
it.
give you that credit, Andrew. You a funny motherfucker, but Alexx deserves his flowers for making bomb shit.
Yo, let's go.
He deserves his
Yes.
flowers.
That's why he gets to direct the Netflix special.
Okay, so don't act like he's fucking stealing shit from you.
No, you are. What the fuck you get to do with
Thanks for my
it?
appearance. No, but
No, what we create over here is collaborated by all of us. Alexx does nothing by himself. I do nothing by myself. Mark does nothing by himself. And Akaash does nothing by himself. But we all create some cool shit.
Yeah.
But the idea that one of us would have total ownership is not true. Like even with the Netflix special, I never say it's mine.
I think that's very admirable.
I said
when
I
you
said it
can
was mine.
acknowledge teamwork.
I did say it was mine.
You
I was
know,
talking about
I
mom.
think you deserve a lot of credit for that. And Charlamagne also, I always have admired that the both of you always, like, no matter what it is big that happens to you, you don't boast about it being your own. You always mention someone else. And I think that's a really important thing we need to do. I mean,
absolutely is.
Yeah.
You have to do it. If you want people to be loyal to you, I think they also deserve their credit.
They do.
100%.
So we're all a part of the podcast studio now.
Yeah, we just made
Well,
ourselves
it's not
a
just
part
a podcast studio, though. Like, I have a show coming out on TV. They're going to produce that show in there. Scene 1 is starting in our studio. This is for film. This is photography on the other end. Like, it's full scale so that it's not just podcasting. So
I love it. I think this is great. I think it's such a great idea. And I think there is a real gap in the marketplace for a quality podcast
that's exactly what I was
studio.
thinking. When you look at Engine Room and I was watching what they had, I was like, oh, this is the void in the market. You guys are filming it.
Yeah.
It's Engine Room that looks good and sounds good.
Yeah.
And if you're doing a podcast and you don't have money for your own Flagrant 2 studio, your own hyena den, this is the logical step.
I'm sick of seeing people at a table with mics. I mean, not a coffee table. You know what I mean? I enjoy this so
At
much.
a desk.
It's so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I don't want no IKEA shit. Dude, Alexx told me I was allowed to design that shit. I was like, CB2, Bow Concept. I wasn't playing. I want to sit in a place that looks like it's luxe because that's the video you're going to get. What the fuck is the 4K if you're sitting at an IKEA desk? Like that's
And you're getting 4K videos. That's another thing.
Yeah.
We at the first place, we were getting fucking, 720 or whatever?
Yeah.
Early on?
Yeah, that's right.
Bro, the
people
fun-
are charging prices like around New York or even Brooklyn for shit that's trash. Like iPhone quality is better. And so I think that once you and he's learned how to do it, through experience, of course, like why not give it to other people so that they could do the shit that I did, right? Like I wasn't somebody, it took time. My shit was bad too. And you made some of that bad video. But we grew and we got better.
He learned a lot. He taught you everything he knows, and now he's leaving for
Yeah.
So,
Bro, the
congrats.
funniest
Yo,
shit.
I'm gonna have a panic attack. Like
Oh, yeah, so you didn't tell us about the fight. What
Oh,
happened
yeah,
on the
yeah,
fight?
I wanted that.
Oh, so he told me like a hint about you guys going to Miami.
Yo, Weezy, your friendship means so much to me.
This is what I'm so proud of you for learning how to do all the technical stuff.
Weezy, when you inspired me to go explore and see the
Remember
country.
when you told me that I'm in my zone in warm weather? Remember when you told me that's when my chakras were aligned?
Yo, he starts by saying, so it's like he didn't even tell me he was moving to Miami. So basically, I feel like I'm gonna do the weekends because I work nights. So I'm probably gonna do a lot of the weekends and I'm gonna fly back on the weekends. I was like, oh, really? From where? So we're going to Miami. Okay, but when? Next weekend.
That's how I told my girl.
Nigga, I don't know how to record a video.
That's how you do it.
Dude, I was on
When did you
military.
expect him to work? During the week?
No, but I'm saying to know he was leaving.
Yeah, he's out.
He's gonna work at night,
Yo,
right?
let him have his own time, yo. We're about to start fighting, me and you.
Yeah, you guys are in a custody battle
Nah,
right
Yo,
now.
we might be, bro.
Alexx hasn't been in that studio.
I might
in
have
the
to fire
daytime.
Alex from your business just to make a point. Hey, Al, you're fired from our WTF media.
It's gonna have to be WTF studio. Take the media out. Shit. But I mean, it's been hard because we couldn't start our studio because Netflix,
Right.
right? But I totally understand this.
Shucks.
His shit. So 7 o'clock he has to come because he's working here. So I'm there in the day. And then when he comes in, Alexx is such a fucking asshole, dude. I'm screwing together a bar cart. It took me 2 hours, okay? I know it should have taken less time, but it's really hard.
Nah, it took me about 2 hours to put a basket on my girl's bike last night.
Okay, that made me feel better. And the
That
first
shit
thing
took
on his
mad
mouth.
time, bro. Because I had to keep the electrical to the front of the basket. It's a whole thing. Y'all wouldn't know.
electrical,
I
right.
literally should have had a union job to do this. That's how it felt like.
Oh, I'm on some different shit. Now that I know I could use a drill, oh, please. He comes in after working all day with y'all to talk about,
Doing
you
nothing.
don't think the
playing
wheels
NBA
kind of
Jam.
off? The wheels kind of off.
Son, the shit, she didn't even put it together right.
Also,
It's a bar cart
let
that's
me help
wobbly.
you with Alexx. Let me help you with
Why
Alexx.
you ain't clean none of this
No.
shit?
Let me help you with Alexx.
That's
This is
how
something you
Alexx
have
be
to
talking.
understand. Get ready for him to never be excited about anything.
Okay.
No
I'm
matter
learning
what
that.
you pitch him, it could be the best. Yo, Al, we got this idea where you fuck these 3 girls, and then it's totally great, and we're gonna film it. We're not even gonna put it out. It's just for you to fuck 3 girls, and then you do whatever you want with it. And he'll be like, "How we gonna shoot it though?"
That's my excited face right there. So.
I don't even know if we'll be able to do this. It's kind of hasn't that been done before? Just get ready for that.
I see it.
You've been doing that. He'll walk in and like the more he walks in, the more shit's set up. I'm like, you like it? Yeah, it's good. It's cool. So anyway, I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
no
here sweat
enthusiasm.
and blood and tears, but you know,
It's gonna make you strong. It's gonna make you believe in your things.
Yeah.
everybody thought we were gonna end up together. Now we're work husband and work wife, and probably about to have a divorce. So
Yeah. No, I don't think you guys will get divorced.
No.
But you just got to have defined roles in the business. That's when shit I think gets tricky.
well,
When the
we've been trying to figure that
responsibilities
out
cross.
too. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and you know, I learned a lot from my first partnership with Mandy. Right, we have something so
She
amazing,
ain't getting no
but
piece of this shit either.
but we
you
didn't
know?
plan anything together.
Yo,
We
where's
just started-
Mandy's piece? That's right. Mandy deserve a little something.
We
yo.
gotta fight for
Mandy's
Mandy,
got her
bro.
shit going on. She's
But
got
she
her own
deserve a little
ventures.
something, yo.
Yeah.
From Alex and I.
I think she deserve a little
Son,
something.
I think
yo.
you
She
guys
got
got-
she getting free studio
She need a
time.
little taste. That's what I'm saying. She need a little taste.
I mean, Mandy.
She need a
for-
little taste. Also, you giving free studio time to
for
her?
horrible decisions. Hell yeah, it's
Why?
mine. She's my partner on that.
Yeah, but you
Why?
only own half.
But
You get half price. That's what I'm saying. Yo, I'm just saying. You own half, you get half price. Are we running a business or we not running a
as
business?
mad as
over here?
Mandy was
Mandy.
to
You know what I'm
Alex,
saying?
he owes
You
her the
stealing
free
100% of my shit. The least you could do is pay 50% to Al.
Bro, Weezy gonna be doing crowd
Jesus,
work
yo.
on YouTube, bro.
You see how it works, bro?
He's gonna be doing crowd work videos on YouTube next week. Where are you guys
Listen,
from?
Alex shot them. He's really the one that thought of those things in the moment when you think about it. The way he positioned those cameras made you think of those witty things.
It's a smart business model, honestly. Sounds pretty good.
No. Listen, in all seriousness, if you're starting podcasts and you want to make it legit and serious, well, I think it's important to know that this is not only video.
right.
So you can also just do audio there.
Yeah, you could also do like YouTube live streaming. Like if you're not a podcaster, but you're a little like
That's fire too.
influencer hoe. You
Yeah.
know, which
You don't
I
have to be a hoe.
I like influencer hoes though. They do the best YouTubes. They be like, yeah, a lot of you ask me how to do my makeup. Those are bitches I want.
Oh, you could do OnlyFans.
Those are the three
Yeah.
girls we gon' I didn't even think about OnlyFans. We just gotta put like
shoot
a cover
everybody's
on the couch.
OnlyFans
So-
shit. Yeah.
Professional OnlyFans studio.
Yeah, I like that. a
Actually,
lot.
that's fire.
We don't discriminate against
What about Twitch
anybody.
Yo,
gaming?
change the website. We gotta put a
Okay,
little,
now
we'll
this
put
is going to
OS.
be really interesting. I know how important black voices are to you. I know how important black business is to you. I heard that because it's so important, you're only going to be doing business with black people.
I mean, I love to take white money, but I mean, we're opening Black History Month, and we're hiring black and brown. So I feel like I did
It
my
changes
part.
when you got to pay the bills, don't it?
It's
All
reparations.
that woke shit go out the window.
That is woke. I'm taking white money. I'm just not paying out white people.
Yo, what about lifting black voices? Why not just not pay them and make them pay it all?
Oh, the team is black and brown. What you mean?
But I'm saying, what about the podcasters? Like, just let them have the studio free
That's a
because
good
you
point.
care so much about the
That's a
black
good
voices.
point.
Invest in black voices.
I want to allow them to
Have a hat
serve
black
black
I'm just
business.
saying, yo.
We give them the opportunity
let's
to
be woke
support
out here. Stay
Yo,
black
don't let
business.
your friend troll us right now.
Stay woke. Which side are you? Which half of you is running this business?
This one.
Gila. You know what I mean? You sounded very Gila.
Stop it. I do. I've been getting real Jewy every time. I ain't gonna lie to you. Gila been coming out every time
Let's
the price go
go.
up. How much is the rent? What's included? Oh, it's been bad.
I actually think this is really. I love this, and I'm very supportive of Al in this endeavor. I think it's absolutely amazing. I told him as long as it doesn't affect our stuff, and then it could get to a point where that has to be your main focus. And when that has to be your main focus, I totally understand. I don't want anybody to not, do something that they absolutely love. But we also have to have this as our main focus. There are people who
Yeah,
lives are
I think that's why the
responsible for us.
partnership helps. I don't have some of the time either. I mean, we've had a lot of help from Eden as well. Shout out to Eden.
Shout out to Eden.
Who'll be in
De
our
Turkey.
studio. I mean, we both know we couldn't commit full time to this.
Right.
And I think that's really why it helps with the weight. I mean, especially knowing that he can't ever be there until nighttime, Alex specifically, and then I have to help record with shit during the day. So it's nice. I think it's been a good balance so far, and I hope we can figure out our roles. But yeah, he does good when we fight. He gives me hugs. That's his sorry. Without saying sorry.
I forgot what I was going to say, but Weezy interrupted me. What was I fucking
It's a great idea.
Bro,
supportive of
learned.
him?
I learned.
Oh, that's what it is. But I wish. How do I frame this? But I not only wish, I think it's very important that everybody has experience running their own business. Because you start to, it's no different than what I've heard from my friends. Once you have your kids, you understand your parents' way of doing business with you.
Yeah.
Once you have the responsibility of your own business, all of a sudden, the things that people have said to you when maybe you were working with them, they all of a sudden seem a little bit more understandable.
Yeah.
Or when they had economic anxiety about certain situations that weren't maybe that you didn't feel that way, all of a sudden you're like, oh, now I kind of get that. So I think it's just like super healthy experience. That's why I'm really supportive, because then you understand the tough maybe decisions that you guys are going to have to make, what it's like dealing with people. And maybe you guys will also understand, why, who knows, maybe certain companies make certain decisions that at first you weren't supportive of, but now that you're in that situation where you're like, yo, I would love to take this money. Like, would you take money from a podcast that have views that you didn't necessarily agree with? They weren't racist or hateful, but just maybe conservative views?
Yeah, like Republican shit is fine. I don't do racist shit.
Of course, no, racist is unacceptable on all platforms.
So like for me, I mean, even with the Trump, I'm not a Trump fan at all, but like Republicans to me aren't wild. People that like are super crazy MAGA, like,
they're the wild boys.
That's wild cowboy shit that no. But I mean, no, they won't be allowed in this space. It's a black owned studio, and I think that's like absolutely insane. Conservatives that want to talk about, yo, come on and talk about, God and Jesus. We're producing a Bible podcast. Hell yeah.
With Brianna?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
She's fucking hilarious.
She's funny. Yeah.
She's like, I can't wait to talk about Jesus. I was like, yeah.
Apparently, I didn't even realize this, but we did a sketch for Guy Code like years ago.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, it just goes viral on some random platform. And it's this sketch where I'm a mechanic and I'm fixing her car.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
And she's like hitting on me through fixing the car, and I'm just acting oblivious. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Right.
But this was like hit TikTok and go viral. Randomly on Instagram, some account goes viral. And I remember seeing her on I think it was your podcast. She was on an episode of Horrible Decisions.
Yeah, she killed it.
And she was so funny.
So she's celibate.
This is what's so interesting.
And she's like really hot. But anyway, now we became friends, and she's like really into God and her religion, but you never think someone's going to look like that. So when I had her on Horrible, I was like, I want you to talk about all the sex in the Bible references. When I'm watching her talk, she's so exhilarating to watch. Like, she gave you everything in layman's terms. Like, thou shalt not do this. Okay, so basically what that means is you can't sleep with your neighbor's wife.
Yeah.
I was like,
she's like Bible genius.
I literally said no to it, and I knew we were going to do our studio. I was like, I want to produce your podcast.
So are you guys going to start producing podcasts too?
I mean,
that seems like
I think naturally that's the way it'll happen.
Progression. You already have the space. The biggest inhibitor, oftentimes, is the space and the time.
Maybe not at like what we know as like a loudspeaker level yet, with like media and like advertising yet, but for her specifically, production, as in how it'll look visually, helping guide them. You can book a producer on ours as well, like to help you with show notes and all that on our site. So yeah,
will you make individual podcasts look different, or will they all have the same background?
I think that we've been talking about set design and like changing it up, because of course, like, we have different furniture, we can move it all around, and we have the space for it. So I think that is appropriate if someone wants to spend the bread to do that. But I gave Al some ideas.
I think that you can create backgrounds that are like different backgrounds for pretty inexpensive cost.
I just don't like the TV screen. It's been done so much. I'm tired of seeing that.
And the TV screen shouldn't be in a shot anyway.
Right.
Like, but I think that can be like off. But I would do it just for your guys' pod.
I do.
I would.
Mandy and I are actually creating that.
Okay, yeah, specifically for your. But I just love this. I think it's great. I think it's awesome. And like, I want everybody listening, if you guys are thinking of starting a pod in New York, go check it out. What's the website?
Are you fucking kidding me, Al?
Son,
you yelled at me about the font not being big enough, and you don't even know the fucking website.
Wow.
WTFmediastudios.com.
Right.
WTFmediastudios.com. Go check it out. And listen, if you already have an existing podcast, you're trying to step it up, they can handle all those things over there. Obviously, Alexx knows what he's doing. Weezy, we're gonna find out if you know what you're doing.
Press buttons and then he edits.
I still don't know what Weezy brings to this at all.
How?
I don't know what you bring to it.
She teaches a class.
So take the money for the class. You take the money for everything else.
I don't just teach the class.
You know, I'm a little judgmental of the class.
Does she pay for all the equipment?
Only because...
Yes, we are 50-50 in this business.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do for your 50.
You think I don't make money, Andrew?
No, I know you make money.
Make money.
I
seems like
invested
you're
in this
taking money
business,
right now.
and now I've been trained to also run it as well, as far as the audio and visual go.
She put up the money?
I think we can. I think we can do the business without Weezy.
Everything's half that.
I don't think we can do the business without Alexx.
Bro. We gotta support Alex, bro.
I don't think we can do the business without Alex. I think we can do it without Weezy.
Well,
That's fair.
We're gonna see the next
But
3
also,
months.
if Weezy wanted to make it, I'd hire an Alex.
Whoa. You heard that? You heard that?
If Weezy wanted to do it alone, she'd hire an Alex. However, Alex is the best Alex.
Oh, shit. But she
So-
just said you're hireable.
She did say that.
I
That
am.
didn't sound like no partner talk.
No, meaning she could hire someone to
said it
replace you.
sounded
I know.
That sound-
and I
that
can
sound
hire
like
somebody.
boss
I can
talking.
hire a Weezy, but
To do what?
We're
If
the
you were to
best-
hire Weezy, what would she do?
offering all the in front of the camera shit.
Oh, so you're doing like in front of
But you have to
camera.
remember,
Yeah,
like
she's-
Alex
we're
doesn't
doing-
work,
we're
like
offering
Alex is
consulting,
not
all that.
normally the one who's speaking on camera, right? So as far as like consulting, people take calls with us, helping you with your show outline, like
Yeah.
creating your pod, like yeah, that's what I'd be doing.
Al, do you want to start a business right now? I'll invest in it. I want nothing, just Weezy not to be in it.
Welcome to Shark Tank. You're spinning, baby. This is the best Shark Tank ever.
Seriously. I had a conversation with Mandy yesterday. She's like, if there's any way that you can carve, Weezy out of this situation, then let's do it.
Yeah.
Are you down?
I'll match it and double the principal.
Mark's matching the offer.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're gonna leave me again?
Whoa, she left
again?
once already?
Again.
No, I'm
he left
talking
once
about
or-
when he left horrible.
Hey, I thought you got pushed out.
Yeah, I did.
He got fired, but now we're together. So. I definitely added that to the About Us section. It was like how Alex and Weezy met. I was like, what am I going to say about this? And I was like, I'm going to say the truth. After he got fired from Horrible, he got better. Worked for Andrew Schulz, started doing this, and bam.
Not
Oh.
bad.
So
Now-
we stole all of Horrible's ideas because we got Alex after, right?
Nah. We put horrible on.
Please.
Nah, we did.
Nah, we did.
How you put Horrible on?
Nah, we did.
Nah, we put y'all on.
Y'all put horrible decisions on.
Come on.
We
Let's
gave you a good
go.
look on idiots. I think we gave y'all a good look
Yeah,
on idiots.
I
I think
think-
the
Oh, for
numbers
sure.
bumped up after
I
that.
think
look
numbers
on
For
kinda
idiots.
sure.
bump.
You said we.
So she
I-
walked that back, right? You saw that little moonwalk? You saw that little moonwalk?
you know what? In my eyes, that's a loudspeaker move. Like Chris Morrow really helped. I mean, to me, like when I walked in to meet Chris, like I didn't even know how to describe horrible decisions. He taught me how to. I was like, we have a sex pod. He's like, no. Like, what's your niche? Who are you? How to market? Like, how to do our ad reads. I mean,
Actually, no. Chris is a really good producer. Like he
Yeah, he really
understands
is.
like conceptually and structurally how to do shows. Hard
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
but yeah,
I
them
fucks-
feet,
I
my
fucks
feet,
with it.
on that water bottle that helped. So
Just saying.
crazy. My relationship with
saying.
Andrew now is so brother sisterly. So when I look at those clips, I'm like, I really was like.
Now,
On some wild
I have a
shit.
question for Taylor. Can two half black people start a black owned business?
That's a
I
good
do.
question. Because she been thinking it the whole time, looking at y'all. Like, what the fuck is this?
if their powers combined,
Yeah.
technically they're black, but can
they're still only half black.
people- yeah.
They're still, if they combine,
like,
half
could
black.
two half Indians start an Indian owned business?
Fuck out my face. Never. You might as well be Pakistani. Disgusting. Disgusting. Gross.
Yo, what do you think, Taylor? She's slump high as fuck.
No.
The black team.
Yeah, the black team. It's a black podcast.
We gotta get her out Schulz
It's
studio.
the black
quick.
effect, not the half effect.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think
Let's go. Let's go.
She sounds like I'm okay right now.
MLK's birthday.
I have a
That
dream.
finger out. Let that finger out, Taylor.
Let's go,
I see it.
Taylor.
I see it.
no,
Flip your hair back and forth.
No, I hear what you're saying in a way, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it just depends also how. It's gonna sound bad. How black are y'all trying to be? Oh,
come on,
Because-
son.
Yeah,
I'm
buddy.
just saying.
Yeah, buddy.
Did you see the
Let's
shit we
go.
was wearing?
But no, I'm really saying this on purpose. You might have to edit this out, but I'm just saying
Yep.
on a base,
Yup.
like
Let's
it
go.
You
depends.
think that's not a
dope, but I'm just saying-
black-owned network?
But I'm saying though, who do you?
look like
it just
Riff Raff.
depends on your fan base. Who are your fan bases more related to, on your white side or the black side? The only reason why I'm saying that is just because,
Right.
and on. We're gonna have to edit this out, but I'm just saying,
Go,
on Breakfast Club, people come for Angela trying to say that because she's half Asian, that
Right.
she doesn't really know a lot about the black culture. That's all I'm saying. Like, so you guys have to.
That she didn't have that
make-
experience.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, make sure y'all talk black too, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
talk
I mean,
black.
Let's be clear.
Talk
Alex,
black.
What
How
did
do you
I say?
talk black?
What did I say to the landlord before we moved in there? You were right there.
The
next-
rent is going to be late.
What did I say?
Yeah, I hate you.
Yo.
Yo.
But that's not even that. What? That's not. But
That's not black enough?
Nah.
How can we be more black?
But I'm not even trying to say that because you guys should reach to all different. It's not just one type of black person.
Well,
so,
for one, I know at
But
least
we
with
do know
horrible
that
my
they're not
demographics,
one
right?
black person. That is a fact. We do know that they're not a type of black person.
go.
Okay,
Let
go.
him do this to you.
What, bro?
It's fun.
Bro, you wanted this. You say you want to come off Flagrant. You know what I mean? Promote your
bro.
business. You fucking thief. You want to promote?
I'm never gonna announce anything on this podcast ever in my life.
I know,
bro.
right?
Bro,
He
if,
works with you
never in my
guys.
life. If I have a kid, bro, I'm just gonna have a kid.
Why do you think I got married like that?
I'm gonna show up one day with a baby and be like, "Is that your kid?" Be like, "Yep, I got a kid
I
now."
was surprised that they wanted to do it.
Son, I was
like,
nervous asking
son,
you. I was like, is he gonna be all right with this?
So to me, I
Why
feel
would I
like
not be all right? Obviously, I'm gonna support
if
it.
you were
no,
a
no,
I'm gonna
part
help y'all
of a
kill it.
podcast, then it'd be weird. But you do this. You've never done anything like that's separate from
Yeah.
with Andrew. I think it's exciting for at least people that fuck with you.
Yeah. That's how it happened
No,
over there at Apple too. When people started doing their own little projects, you know what Steve Jobs did? Snip, snip. Okay, like your people.
That was good.
They're all good. Taylor,
To
let
answer
these
my own
fucking
question.
crackers on this show talking all this shit. Cracker ass lady over here. Yo, this cracker ass cracker on this show talking to me about black business. What type of sesame seed cracker is this over here talking all that shit?
It would be a matzah. Nah, I told the landlord, I was like,
thinking
look, I know you
tahina
fuck with us, but I
sesame,
need you to
you know?
understand a lot of black people are going to be coming in here, and I need to make sure that's not like a problem. And he was like, why would it be a problem? I was like black people, okay? They're going to be loud. It's a podcast. My whole demographic's black. Maybe here's a little, but it's going to be some I didn't say it like that, but I did. And he was like, I mean, okay.
Did you use the N-word when describing black people?
Nah, but I tried to give him like, N-word energy.
I don't even think you could say the N-word, to be honest.
Come on, yo.
No,
but I don't want anyone.
No, I'm gonna say it's not. I'm not.
It's crazy.
No,
On
you are
Martin Luther King's
trouble.
birthday, bro.
That's why I said it matters on the fan base. Who do you go? Who's your fan base more, and like who do you more relate to?
Yeah, who do you more relate to?
But you know the answer to that.
You know where
question.
I'm
I
at.
know, but
I'm
I'm
in
just
these
saying.
fucking streets.
it's
Movie,
like-
bow.
So
Pyro. You know what I'm saying? Your boy's street certified.
I mean, he might have a
Your
different
boy's
type of
street
fan base, but I
certified.
don't.
White woman, shut up. Fucking black woman talking. You over here yapping out your cracker ass mouth.
Why are you letting him do this to me?
Son,
You my work husband. You gotta do
you're not
that.
gonna do that. You're not gonna do that.
you handle in front of the camera shit. You're the father.
That was fair.
Taylor's just worried that when those black people come through the podcast, you're gonna call the cops on them, start asking for permits.
Yo, that's a
please.
good ass
That's what
I'm
I'm
not
point.
that
worried about.
That's a good ass point, yo. You've been in Tulum with them whites.
Oh
Who?
shit.
You.
What whites?
You've been hanging out
I've
in
been
Tulum
with
with
Mexicans.
whites.
I've been with
Tulum is
Mexicans.
white.
Tulum is white.
You guys
bro.
are looking at the Hotel Zone photos. I lived in.
Oh, so you like black people, but you can't live with them. You can't stay where they stay.
Damn,
The white
yo.
hotels,
That's
huh?
fucked
The
up.
white
I
hotels.
lived in a
That's
Mexican
fucked
neighborhood.
up. In Mexico, they
Yeah.
all Mexican
Yeah.
neighborhoods.
No, they're
motherfucker.
not. White
Come on,
people
yo.
built-
Mexico. Do you hear this girl, yo?
You don't know what you're
Do
talking
you
about.
hear this
dude.
girl?
Tulum has a Williamsburg. I'm telling you, it's
Do
called.
you hear this
can
girl,
see
bro?
that, though.
They
Every
do.
neighborhood in Mexico is Mexican.
No, it's not.
It's Mexico.
White people took the shit over.
So you
in
didn't
Tulum.
you didn't stay in the Williamsburg or Tulum. You betrayed your Jewish half like that. Son,
No,
that's
that
where you
is
belong.
fucked.
yo.
She
That's
would
your-
go from Williamsburg. You would find a Jewish neighborhood in Mexico.
I mean,
even.
I do
Son
live in
of
Lower
a-
East Side in New York, so I felt like,
Wow.
the Mexican shit.
Bro,
makes it-
Al, you gotta be
like-
careful, yo. At first, it's gonna be like, let's both live here. Let's
Oh,
both be part of
shit.
this business. And then eventually, she might be taking a little bit more of your business. And then eventually, you don't even have a business.
Weezy's
It's
like
just
the
her promised
Drake-
business.
The female Drake in podcast.
She's the female Drake.
Why?
Because Drake would take like the weekend shit and everything else.
This bitch been hanging out with y'all too long.
Don't you ever call a black woman a bitch, yo.
wild,
This
yo.
cracker ass lady calling black women bitches, bro.
How dare this
Al,
bitch?
how you do business with these white women, bro?
That's what he does, ain't it? Ain't that Al's thing?
He love white
I
women.
bet if Weezy was full black, you wouldn't work with her.
Oh, shit.
Here,
Oh,
Taylor, Taylor, did he reach out to you about this?
Yo,
the disrespect.
that is fucked up. Y'all got the same hair and everything. Yo, that is fucked up. She out here coming for your
wild,
hair, bro.
yo.
She coming
That's
for your
wild.
hair, Taylor.
Oh my god.
She coming for your hair that you bought.
Taylor,
Let her use.
we gonna let her use our hair, Taylor.
Wearing Akash's cousin's
fuck,
hair.
yo?
What the hell?
It might be.
How y'all? Yo, this is wild. We can't let her
This
do
is
this to us.
disgusting, man. Yo, WTF
Media.
Mediastudios.com.
That's right.
If you are trying to start a podcast, if you want information about starting a podcast, if you are just curious about what to do, maybe you want to be a podcast producer. Maybe you don't even want to start. You could also do classes on that, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So it's classes, but it's an actual podcast location.
High
And
class.
High class, not going to fuck up your audio like some of these motherfuckers.
Quality.
Because they do be
I've
fucking
been a
up
victim
audio.
of that shit.
Yeah, people listen to this podcast right now like, shit, Flagrant audio ain't even that good.
Oh no.
You know what I mean?
Tighten that shit up today.
Relax.
Point is, I think this is absolutely great. I'm very excited for you guys.
Thanks,
I'm
guys.
very supportive. Anything I can do to help, obviously, I will.
Thank you.
You have my complete blessing in this business, and I want to see you guys thrive.
Wait. Put
Yeah.
that picture back up.
What's up?
Oh shit. Oh, it's
Yo,
a problem. We got problems.
Taylor's not done, bro.
We got problems, right, Taylor?
Wait, can we look at Alex's? Why does it look like his coach swallowing him? Like I don't.
Yo,
like,
that's not what you gotta
and
look
that's
at.
not even how tall you are. Stop.
He's
it.
on his tippy toes 100%.
No, I'm not.
100%.
No,
He's
I'm
wearing
not.
Weezy's heels,
Yeah,
bro.
maybe it's the ankle.
No, he's on his tippy toes.
That's why he made
100%.
Weezy sit so he looked taller.
Yes.
And that camera angle mad low. Shoot us up.
I like the picture though, but I'm just saying.
Yo, I told Alex, I was like, yeah, let's wear all black like leather. He's like, nah, I'm getting minks. Like the fuck?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. For anybody listening to the podcast, there was a sketch that they put on before. That will not be for the audio portion because that makes no sense.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. It's because it's just,
Yeah.
But we were referencing that sketch. You guys can see that. We'll post it on Twitter or Instagram or these types of things.
Yeah.
I love this, guys.
Thanks.
Again, I'm very, very excited for you guys. I hope that you guys absolutely kill it. And again, all inquiries go to
WTFmediastudios.com.
.com. And also, obviously, they can DM both of you guys.
Yep.
Well,
What?
we have an Instagram too. DM that WTF
Oh, yeah.
Media Studios.
So WTF Media Studios, we'll share that.
Because you gonna have guys looking at your feet, like you don't know how to
yeah,
decipher
sure.
like what people want from you.
Yeah,
You're
you're
gonna
right.
need you to hit us up on the IG.
So,
but thanks for having us.
Of
guys.
course. I think that I'm very excited
I
for
truly
you
think this is a great idea.
because honestly, they
Unlike the
fuck up
sketch.
your audio.
This is
Yeah,
a
the sketch
great
was a
idea.
horrible idea. It hurts me to kill because I know Alex is really wanting to be doing sketch, and then sometimes it's good not to do stuff. And,
Yeah, you saved him. Really.
I did. No. In all seriousness, you guys got this. I'm very excited. I can't say that enough, and I think that it's amazing.
I
And
truly think great.
I'm
idea.
trying to think how else that we can help, but we'll obviously keep talking about it on this podcast. And I hope that we get a bunch of those pods that were going through End Room, getting their audio fucked
Yo,
up.
save Mouse, dog. I did his podcast in a fucking waiting room. That shit
Oh,
was-
we gotta have mouse. We gotta have mouse. We should have top.
I mean, you guys, I don't understand why our community that doesn't have their own studio
Reek.
wouldn't move all those podcasts to you guys. I mean, talk to Chris Moreau, talk to any of the podcasts you guys know. Why wouldn't they support you guys? If it's going to be even better audio, better video, better quality, everything.
I mean, I think obviously that's the goal, right? Is to convert people that need elevated shit. Like, there's too many good podcasts, people that are way funnier than the people with high quality video, right? Like, way better, but we're
I
just
didn't
not
mean for
watching
you to keep
it.
talking. I was trying to No. I'm just joking.
No.
I'm just joking. In all seriousness,
Come on,
I think
Michael.
there's a huge void in the market. I'm glad you guys went for it, seized it, and I wish you the most success. And you let us know how we can help in any way.
We love you.
Love you guys for real. It's great to see you guys doing cool stuff.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Can
Thank
I
you
still
guys.
be the flagrant princess, or is it Taylor now?
No, Taylor's a flagrant.
Come on, yo. We support black queens over here.
You can't even
y'all
take no
gotta
dick.
stop.
You can't take no dick.
What you talking about?
You can't. I heard you can't take
Oh,
no
that's
dick.
true.
I heard you got short cervix.
Wait, what?
That's the word on the street. Is cervix is mad short.
No, I've heard this.
Cervix is
I've
dumb
heard this.
short.
Where have you heard this from?
Literally everybody on the streets have been talking. Literally,
he's street certified. So
I'm street certified.
Yeah.
They've been coming up to me. They've been like, yo, you know about Wheezy? Psh, cervix is.
If we remember, the last time I was on this pod, there was the
real.
guy that listened to Flagrant. You guys met at Woe Up.
Oh yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
great. Well, I do too, but we're not together.
What
anyway,
She couldn't handle it.
Because
No, I wasn't
your
able to take
cervix
it.
man short.
I made room.
Nah, your cervix man short. He was probably in there like that. He was trying to get it.
No, that's you.
He was searching. He was searching for it. Movie viral.
Yo, Taylor already got the room made. His man cleared it out. Her man cleared that shit out.
Yeah. Nah, you got
They
the
straight
studio
up like-
aparts.
Uh-huh.
You got the studio
They swear that my man
aparts.
has a
Yep.
huge cock and everything.
Not cock. You. This
But
is.
I'm on this show, so I feel like I have to say cock.
Let's go.
If I would usually say
Stay
that-
true, bitch. It's
Okay.
MLK Day.
How you gonna let her tell you to stay true?
Real talk.
How you gonna let her tell you? Hey, Taylor,
You
tell one
can't
of your
take
parents.
no dick over here. You
Nah,
can't
because
take
Andrew
no
paying.
dick.
That ain't right.
Nah, you can't take no
Wait,
dick.
while you're on the show, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, ask
Yeah,
her.
ask
This
this
is
white
fun. I
woman.
get why the colonizers
Ask
did
her
this,
why
bro.
she got
Hey,
hair like
this
she
shit's
could take
mad
dick,
fun.
but can't
Ask her
take
who
no
the fuck
dick.
she thinks she is.
No, I want to talk about bisexuality. real quick.
Yeah, talk about that
go.
fake
Okay.
shit.
She buy everything, yo.
No. What you
Yeah.
claim is bisexual because I had a conversation with my.
She buy everything.
No,
Yeah.
look, I had a conversation with my dude about. He's like, yeah, we should get threesomes, like just talking shit. I'm like, no, that's not gonna work. So he's like, I mean, you bi, so he thought I've been bisexual this whole entire time we've been dating.
You're not
because I
bisexual? You eating
no,
pussy?
but just because I let a girl eat me, I don't mean I.
So there's a
like,
thing called the Kinsley scale, and it basically shows you
Kinsey,
right?
Kinsey.
Keensy.
Kinsey.
Keensey.
There's
No.
an L
Look
in
up
it.
your own element, yo.
Keensey.
Well, anyway,
I don't know. You might be
Scale
scale
making
of
that
your
shit up.
homosexuality
on
through
NBA.
heterosexuality.
There was a movie about it.
And like you can
watched that
actually switch day to day.
I know because I'm gay.
So like maybe the day you ate pussy, you was high up on that motherfucker.
Nah,
I was high. I didn't eat pussy though. I let her. Like I'm definitely the receiver. Like
You're
I don't
less
want-
gay.
Yeah.
What is it?
Kinsey.
Keensey. Just look up the movie. It's starring Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah, I think it's Kinsey. Whatever,
Yeah.
bro.
I just wanted to know what you thought. What is bisexual? Because he swears, because if I let a girl eat me out, then
I think
I'm
bisexual means
All
you'll
right.
have experiences with both, right? So
But I don't. It wasn't like when
I
see a
wouldn't
girl,
necessarily say you're hetero if you've done things like that, right? But,
Oh,
Taylor.
shit.
Yo.
but just because you don't and
like fucking.
Yo, can you believe that? Sitting in the chair.
No, but
Come
see, this
on,
is like
yo.
you gay as shit.
Come on,
like,
bro.
But if it feels good right
Come
now,
on.
like, I'm not-
Sitting there with some girl with legs and shit like that.
I mean, if men get their
I'm not gonna date a girl.
Yeah.
so it's bisexual, right?
Do it
So
again.
like your sexual experiences don't match your romantic ones
Yeah.
necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
so-
sexuality is different from your emotional connection, so your bisexuality can maybe just be talking about
Bro,
your
if
sex.
a girl eats you out, you are great.
I mean, well, like if a
Viral
girl told me
movie,
someone's
viral.
ate her pussy before, I'm gonna be like, oh, so I can too then, I guess. Like, right?
Oh, shit.
Would you not feel like there's a way in?
Yo, you straight, bro.
Yeah.
I know you. I can
I'm
tell.
easy on the lesbian side, yo.
I thought you were just saying I'm easy. That's why she ate my pussy.
No,
like-
I think you're straight. I think you got caught up in all this hoopla. Hoopla is a motherfucker. Yo.
What is that? What's
Hoopla?
No, what hoopla?
It's hoopla,
It's
yo.
hoopla with all this like
gay shit is a lot of
I'm
hoopla.
gay or whatever. Mad hoopla, bro. Yo, it's hoopla.
Shenanigans
You
of
see all
hoopla,
these
yeah.
like Hollywood
Anti-kink
celebs and
shaming,
shit.
hoopla.
Yeah, they be doing all that hoopla.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yo,
I
you know
got
how
an
many times
announcement
people
to
be
make.
like, oh, you be talking about people problematic, but you fuck with Schulz? And I'm like, damn, look at him right now. I be
That's
sitting there like,
hoopla too. That's a bunch of hoopla.
Anti-Schultz hoopla.
That's some yo.
I'm a
all the
problematic
anti-Schultz
feminist.
hoopla. That's hoopla.
Yeah.
Don't listen to none of that. Same with all the, you know.
Hey, I just wanted to know. Because you're bisexual, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Weezy's
You call-
gay, yo.
but you
Weezy's
call
gay.
yourself bisexual because you also date
Nah.
women, too.
Weezy,
I don't-
Weezy,
I-
you 100% gay.
Really?
100% gay.
So what was I
That's
taking?
the only thing.
Strap dick from the guy you met?
Nah, you liked him. You was just gay about it. I think you gay, bro. Like,
my God.
look at Mike Pence. He got a wife and shit. He's gay.
Yeah.
A lot of gay dudes out there got wives and got
Allegedly.
kids.
I mean, I'm bisexual in
You're gay.
terms of sex, but like romantically, I think it just depends. Maybe-
what you gay?
Have you,
No, be honest. You're gay. Be honest.
I'm not gay.
You're gay. Look at
I'm
your
bi.
jacket.
This is a gay. It kind of. You know, I threw the heels on because I felt like it was too lesbian.
I'm just saying, you're
I
gay,
really
bro.
did. I was like, nah, let me sex it up.
No, but
I swear to you,
think-
I thought Weezy gay as fuck when I saw that jacket. I really did. I was like, that's a
I thought
gay.
you gay,
you
bro.
serious?
Comment
Yeah.
looking
I
gay,
think
yo.
you're
That's like a
gay,
young
bro.
I'm
MA
dead ass.
kinda.
I'm not making that
Yeah.
up.
but you're not ready to go full
She's
gay.
young MA, bro.
Son,
Yeah.
yo,
She's
You just call me Young MA?
Not that, but that kind of energy. That energy, you know?
basically though.
That jacket,
basically though.
Young MA rock the fuck out that
I'm
jacket.
appalled.
That energy.
No, why you hating on gay people,
Yo,
bro? Like,
yo.
come on, no. Be a little bit more open-minded.
Maybe I'm gayer than I think. Yesterday we went to Philly to see his friends. I was like, yo, like, are any of your friends cute or should I dress like I normally dress? He was like, not, I'm married. And so I dressed gay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this:
that's very
what if you're gay, 100% gay,
Well, I definitely love dick, so that's not
but
the truth.
loving dick is a function of friction?
You're so narrow-minded about
Yeah, because
sexuality.
you were used to dildo.
No, I didn't like
Thank
that.
you,
I
thank
scissored more. I don't really like toys in any realm that often. Like
A dick is a toy.
with my ex-girlfriend, it was mainly like
Dick's a toy.
scissoring.
Wait, so
and-
you said you had an ex-girlfriend?
Yo, hold
Yeah.
up. Mad crosstalk. One question: scissoring. Cut that shit out, yo.
Hey,
Cut that stupid
get it,
shit out. That
get
shit
it.
is stupid.
Get it? Cut out the
you
scissoring, yo.
insane?
Cut it out.
Cut. What is it? Cut it out. No, but like, what's the deal with that? Like, stop it. Y'all trying to act like that does anything. What is this?
No, that shit's lit, bro.
It's the clit to clit.
shit's
That
lit.
shit is hot.
Bro, you
Use
never
the
did
fingers
that?
way
It's
more
gotta be-
dexterity.
yeah, y'all doing a
out
lot,
there
yo.
like
But
this.
this
Yeah,
doesn't
you
feel as
tryna-
good as this, and maybe that's the issue with y'all, and why I
What?
had to teach some of your asshole army how to eat pussy the last time I
Hey,
was
don't talk
here.
about the guy that fucked you and you couldn't take his dick like that. Don't make it about
Yeah,
him.
with your short
it.
cervix having ass. You barely sit on that seat.
I
Got a
mean,
short ass cervix.
I'm a fan of scissoring. Like, I think it's super hot. I
But
love
eventually, when you say, "All right, let's do something real," like, when do you stop scissoring?
Well, most women have clitoral orgasms, but
Nah,
men,
that shit is hoop
Nah,
fly, yo.
nah, that's
that shit is
hoop
hoop
fly,
fly, yo.
That's a
I
lot
don't
of
believe
hoop
that
fly.
That's
shit.
like the prostate.
I'm at a loss then.
That's
Nah.
the prostate.
That's
the
you
same
got to
thing.
go deep,
Yeah.
like you're a
not true.
boy. Inches. You're going inches deep. For real.
What's wrong with Andy?
I'm just saying, it's the kid. I'll be there deep. I put my head in my shoulders because it's more dick comes out when I go down like that. I go
Like a little
Like,
turtle.
You just look like a little like uncircumcised dick popping out of
exact,
it.
but
Yeah.
I go like this. I give
Uh-huh.
it, I put some neck in my dick.
Uh-huh.
That's what I do. I literally transfer it. That's what
Okay.
I do.
Adam's apple.
Adam's apple.
Yeah. Yeah, you just swallow and that shit pops it up.
Boom, ready to viral.
There you go. Now that-
But
Then I
no,
clicked
in
on
all
that
seriousness,
fucking Instagram story and I was like, what is going on?
I'm street certified, bro. This is what it is. Look, point is this: you're certified gay,
Okay.
100%.
The jacket is rainbow. I just realized that.
Of course it is.
Taylor, bye.
But here's the thing: I love your gayness.
Thank you so much.
We accept you for who you are.
We accept you for who you are. We just want you to be able to accept that.
And
you can
not
still
scissor.
like guys,
Okay.
but you can't.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If you get married to a girl, then are you gay? Or if you get married to a guy, are you straight now?
Depends.
Change?
That
Well,
depends.
I feel like you should ask
Considered
Andrew this
bisexual.
question.
Your marital status has nothing to do with your sexual
But it's
orientation.
certified.
There's a
Okay.
lot
Can
of
you,
married
can,
men
you,
that.
can you let Andrew talk about this? I mean,
Yeah, stop
But
silencing.
she brought up an interesting point, but I'm curious to know what he also.
Okay. It looked like she
Stop
was talking about
silencing
that.
straight men,
yeah.
white men at that. If I marry a guy, I am gay.
Okay.
If I marry a girl,
You're
I am not gay.
you,
What's that called? Normal?
my God.
Listen, I have a lot of gay
I'm
male
not.
friends that fuck a lot of
Yo,
straight
that
married
shit is
guys.
so true. That shit is so
So
true.
I'm
We had
sorry.
a gay friend who would only,
Only fuck
fuck
'em.
straight dudes.
And that's because there's a lot of these
'Cause
dudes
it's
out there
fun.
that are.
They like the takedown.
but they're
They're
gay.
like they. I
Oh no!
mean,
On the gay side, I get it, but I think the straight guys, I think that they're terrified of their own homosexuality.
Yeah.
And low key, that shit is fucking
course they
sad.
are.
That shit makes me real sad because I don't know, like if that's who you love, if that's who you want to be with, right?
Be
Like,
with them.
You have one fucking life. You might as well
Exactly.
spend some time with those people, and that's what we're trying to say to you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, if you're gay, you know what I mean?
what
Like,
makes you?
stop
The
fucking
jacket
around.
for
the
one.
times that we've hung out or been around each other.
Yeah, yeah.
Who does it seem like I'm? Well, you've met
You hit on my
one
girl
guy,
an awful lot, if I may say so myself.
Hey, yo.
She's.
Hey,
See?
yo.
Look how gay you finna sound. Look how gay you finna
yo.
sound.
Yeah.
Wheezy.
Look,
Wheezy.
my crush on has like when I got the magnet for your wedding, I felt bad. I was like, I'm gonna chill.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I
Why?
have
Because your
nothing
people
to
just
say.
got the right to get married? That shit may have brought up bad feelings.
That shit was a little bit. That was a little traumatic. What we're trying to say is, we love you, and we want you to be able to be you, and you always have a safe environment on this podcast to be that.
I think we've shown that today. You're safe here. You're safe here.
You're safe here.
To tell black women what to do. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to do. That's your space.
Taylor, you're not gay, yo.
Thank you.
But you are if you want to be. And we accept both of those options.
Okay.
We love you.
What a welcoming space.
Getting your pussy licked doesn't necessarily make you gay.
No, it doesn't.
But it does make people go, oh.
the Sizzy gladiator, bro. That's what she is, bro.
She's a what?
The Sizzy gladiator, bro.
Like a scissor?
Yeah. You're not the glizzy gladiator. I got you, Taylor.
Why'd you look at me like that?
I'm trying to make sense of what Mark just said.
The sizzy, like scissoring.
Like
Yeah,
scissor.
we know this in our community.
We're the glue.
Do we have a community?
Yeah, half white people.
Is
yeah.
Mark is Mark gay?
I mean,
He got balayage in his hair.
Yeah.
That's gay.
There's a lot of evidence on both sides.
That shit is the your jacket of dudes.
you're like really sporting the Williamsburg look right now, and the gay ones have like a tote bag normally with them.
I don't have a tote bag.
So that kind of like knocks you out of it.
But I do love my own dick.
That's
Huh.
So I
Have
don't
you ever
know-
tried to suck it?
No.
Really? I thought all guys did that like in high school.
I tried to see if I could. wasn't gonna do it.
What if you could have fit it in your mouth?
I wanted to know if I could.
It was like
or
a
not.
stretch test.
Yeah, it was more that. It was more just stretching.
Yeah, I would have tried, but a
I was
friend of
just trying
mine.
to stretch my dick into my lips.
Yeah, inches, bro, inches.
Your boy got inches.
Yeah.
Andrew,
Boy out here with inches.
I don't know if you're
of
gonna
dick.
cut this out, but
What?
when I was in Tulum, a girl was like, "Yo, you know Andrew," and she told me that she slept with you.
Oh shit! Hold up. Uh-oh.
I'll tell your name later. And she was like, "He was really good in bed," and I said, "Really?"
Now you can keep
You
this
keep
in.
that in, yo. Keep that in, yo.
Your boy off the market.
I-
He's still out here in these streets.
I said I can't see it. She was like, "Yeah, he was." I was like,
Nah.
"Andrew's a goofy motherfucker. Are you sure?"
Amazing in bed.
I
But
was
he's a
shocked.
Scorpio,
Amazing
though,
in bed.
So he has to have
Scorpio.
some type of...
Scorpio.
No, but you know what?
Yeah,
Made
get
me
over
think
here.
Andrew might have been a good fuck. His foot fetish made me think that.
You have a foot fetish, for real?
Say what? No, we're not doing fetishes no more. That's another thing. I like
Okay.
feet.
Well, Andrew had a conversation with me about someone he was dating. The first thing he brought up, talking about her feet. You've done that a few times.
like
That time we
feet,
were in that
bro.
diner.
That's what
So
I
about her
do.
feet. He
It's
kept bringing
it's
them
a
back.
foot forward
She's a nice
podcast.
girl,
too, yo.
but the feet. I was like,
Why you
God
shaming,
damn.
yo?
Nah,
You can't just happen to
No,
like
I
that.
enjoy
nah.
it.
She
But I
with
think that shows you that someone might be a good fuck when you know they got like some weird nasty shit. You're like, oh, you're disgusting. This could be good.
Was that girl cute? The one in Mexico?
Yeah, she's pretty. See if you remember fucking
What
her.
I do, bro? Taking down bodies out here, bro. You know what I mean?
I thought your type, like for a while, when you were single, I just remember the girls.
All right. Your boy fiance
I know,
stuff, yo.
you be
What you talking
wildin',
about, bro?
man.
You're out of
Do you
pocket.
remember fucking her?
Hold that.
Andrew, you dead ass don't remember?
I honestly, the weird thing happened. Like once I fell in love with my fiance, bro, I forgot all women, bro.
Yep.
Okay.
I literally forgot. You know what's happened? I was with my
Forgot
fiance.
all
I was with my fiance I love very much the other day.
Word.
And we're walking down the street,
Mm-hmm.
and I mistook this one girl that was outside our building for another girl that was in our building. Right? I thought they were the same person. And she was like, they're not the same. And I was like, man, you know, all these hoes look the same. Except you.
What? You called your wife a hoe, Loki?
When I said that shit, it worked out way better, bro. I think I forgot part of that story, to be honest with you. I really think I forgot part of that. That shit felt like Alex's sketch right there. That horrible ass story. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, everybody who listened and everybody's watching at home, I apologize for wasting your time with that one right there. That's all on me. That's 100% on me.
Sometimes you
right
think you know where you're going, and then you like, nah, I got lost on the way.
Bro, I started at the end when I knew there wasn't a lot of real estate left. You know in the movie, like when they're driving towards the cliff and they got to figure out a way to stop the car? There was no
They
brakes.
cut the brakes, yo.
The brakes were cut. So your boy went off. Point is,
We appreciate the attempt.
I went for it. I was trying to compliment her and say, you're the only girl that I recognize now.
That's sweet.
That's what I do.
And
bro.
a lie. But we'll take it.
Shut your gay ass up, Weezy.
If a girl said that shit to you, you probably like it.
Yeah.
I probably would. I love some emotional shit.
Oh,
You for real?
do girls get like super romantic with each other?
Depends what role, right?
Yeah, of course it depends what girl. But if I'm
I don't
assuming,
think we're over the top like men would assume, but it's
Right.
just I see that women that I've dated have more empathy for shit. Like, for example,
Y'all be
Alex,
having
I will
empathy,
never
yo.
forget this.
Shit is
I was
exhausting.
going through a
for
breakup,
when we
like
fuck
full
up.
on tears, calling Alex like, I don't know what to do.
which guy?
The Wohop guy.
Oh,
And Alex is like,
Yeah, big ass.
he's
dick.
like,
she couldn't handle it.
yo, go on Instagram, son. Stop fucking crying. Go on Instagram. Go find a blue check. Why you acting like this? And I'm like, yo,
Walk it off, son.
he's awful.
she couldn't
But
walk.
I'm like my friends though.
Why do you
Like,
think
I
we
don't-
went to Wohop, bro? She was trying to find dicks that fit.
Oh my God.
Yo, that's fucked up for you to take us there while you're dating him.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying.
Well, I
man.
was into him, so I wanted him to meet my friends. But do you remember the joke your friend told about the helmet?
Why are you looking at me?
Disrespectful. What girl? What one was that?
You remember your friend was there talking about helmets because you were working on your like town hall shit at the time,
Joke.
and you were like, "Yo, should I say it all the way? Should I say Riri?" And he was like, "Yo,
Oh yeah.
I almost peed on myself. That's how hard I was laughing at Wohop. That you were
Who
coming
was
up with
with us?
I don't remember.
I'm trying to think who was with us.
Alex left. We went to Max Fish. Some people that built your furniture, and one guy that
Ben?
doesn't shut
Yada?
up.
Ben. Oh, and Mike Montgomery.
Is he the one that doesn't stop
Oh, I
talking?
love him.
Oh,
Yeah, he's the
it's him.
sweetest kid in the world.
I don't know.
That's
if
so
you guys
mean
know
to
him.
say that. That's so mean to say that.
No disrespect.
I love
He was
Mike,
just like,
man.
I was like, yo, can he? He didn't eat the food. He couldn't shut the fuck up.
Mike, we love you, man. Stop slandering my guy Mike. Yo, we here to slander you. All right. In all seriousness,
Deflections.
100% lies and deflections. 100%. Look, guys, we got to wrap up this podcast. Anything else that you would like to say, Queen?
No.
You should always have the last word, Taylor. Black Queen.
At least today.
Weezy spoken.
Yeah.
Weezy, why you can't let her talk? Why you gotta do that?
Yo, fuck you,
Fuck, yo.
Akaash.
Fuck. Taylor, anything you'd like to say? Uninterrupted.
No, that's it.
You silenced her. You happy about that? Disenfranchised her from this podcast. Unbelievable. Try to make herself the princess.
I didn't name myself that.
She can be the princess. I'll be the queen.
Oh,
no,
shit.
Oh,
shit. Yo.
Let's get ready to rumble.
I don't like that. Well, see, you know, I really felt like it's gonna be nice. Taylor's there. Look what they turn you into. Then you better not be this motherfucker when you leave here. Don't be a Taylor. Look what she's done.
Oh, shit. You heard that?
Oh, let's
I say
go.
cock now.
She's trying to act like you're a Karen, bro.
Do you say that when it's
She's
in your mouth?
questioning your blackness right now,
She's
yo.
saying you changed up.
That's a good ass point.
You gotta talk a
Great
little.
point.
It has like a humming
I do the
sensation.
hum. I don't talk like I don't do all that shit.
Oh, okay. I do it in between so I can take a breath. I like suck dick and then I like
Y'all
get up.
talk while you're sucking dick. You know how annoying that is for the dude that finally thinks he's gonna get a moment of you shutting the fuck up, and then you're down like, oh, you're okay.
I wonder if Mike talks when he gets his dick sucked.
Who, Mike?
Like, yo, it's so good. Oh my god, this is the best. thing
Definitely
I've ever
talking about it. Like, yo, I'm about to build this couch tomorrow. Shit's gonna be so good. All right, but for real, we got to end this podcast, man. It's been a long ass podcast, but we're very proud of you guys. I'm looking forward to this business endeavor of yours. One more time, WTF Mediastudios.com. WTF Media was taken.
Well, we have two studios. There are two encompassed in the same suite.
That's not what I asked, bro.
No, it wasn't taken. We have two studios.
So you have WTF Media as well?
Now that was taken. We didn't say all that.
That's what I just asked. I hate her, yo. But no, for real. WTFmediastudios.com. Go check it out. Check out the Instagram. Get your podcast game up. And if you fuck with us, you have a podcast in the city and you're paying one of these other podcasting studios. It's not even really a podcasting studio. They're music studios. Their main focus is music. They just doing podcasts on the side. They're not even really caring about it. That's why your audio's fucked up.
Yeah.
Come to people who actually want to give you the best quality podcast that you could get. And that is WTF Media Studios right here in Soho, bougie. Soho, Manhattan.
You know who that was. He was
Got
like, let's
him.
go to Brooklyn. I was like, we ain't gonna be the black studio.
You in
Soho.
Brooklyn right
God
now?
damn,
What's wrong with
Theo, you
Brooklyn,
hear
yo?
this? Brooklyn
First
too
of all,
black for her. Brooklyn
everybody-
too black for her.
No, people. I feel like people
No, we
think
gotta
when
go
you
to
have
Soho.
black-owned shit
Oh,
that
you
it's
know
gonna
who
be.
she sound like? Soho Karen.
Yeah.
Soho Karen.
I'm Soho Queen in. I want to be in fucking Soho. I didn't want to be in
Appropriate.
some place that felt out of the way. I wanted it to be central, and
I wanted it to
Bougie.
be central.
You really want her to be the face of your business app?
he loved it. Don't let him act like it's in
Absolutely.
front of you. He loved that shit.
Absolutely.
Yo, we getting her out of here, bro. We getting her out of here, bro.
Don't.
6 months and we getting her out of here. We're gonna build this whole thing out. You gone.
WTF and me. Where the fuck Weezy go?
All right, guys. Peace. Thank you guys for listening. Actually, no. There's one more thing we need to talk to you about. We got an extra episode, every single week over at Patreon. Patreon.com/flagrant2. Someone's got to generate revenue so Alex can spend it on his other endeavors. And that's what we're doing over there at Patreon. And if this is your first time listening, you can listen to a new episode every single week, unfiltered craziness over there at Patreon. Thank you, patrons, for making us the biggest comedy podcast in the world on Patreon. That's a pretty cool thing. We're coming for #1 spot in the world just on Patreon in general. We could do that if you guys take us there. We will see you there Friday. And if we don't see you this Friday, we'll see you in the future. All right, guys. Peace.